what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Mega64 Live. Today, coming to you from Room B. You're here with Derek, Meg, Sean, and Garrett. And I think it'd be great to start by going down the line with a little test. Who sang it best? And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it.
And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it.
And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it.
And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it.
Go Bears!
Go Bears!
Oh,
It's been too long, right? That's just a little taste of what we've been missing for the past 5 days. It hasn't even been, that long since the room ended.
Yeah.
has it only been 5 days?
Well, it ended on Thursday. So Thursday at noon. So then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's only been
Oh my God.
4 days.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
4 days. 4.5.
I will
Wow.
say, after it ended, I kind of I had to stop watching clips and
Yeah.
stop. I was just I'm fucking so sick of the room.
I heard Sandstorm in the Wild and got triggered.
Oh God.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really kind of affects all 6 of us
Yeah.
outside of
I saw
affecting
an
Rocco.
inflatable tube man at Jiffy Lube, and I
And
was
I'm
like,
scared.
oh no. Who activated him?
No.
Oh, somebody attack him.
No, it's kind of like we're all in the room with Rocco because,
Yeah.
my office is right outside this
Yeah,
room.
Yeah.
And we're hearing the sounds just as much as he is. We're not sleeping in here, but
And
might as well be.
half of the computers in the whole building are monitoring what's happening on the stream and has
At
chat
all
up.
times.
And it's just you're bombarded by it. And we were here extra long hours.
Yeah, and
Extra
that,
long, yeah.
Especially Johnny, man.
Oh my God.
and Kevin too.
Extra long hours, and I feel like we are doing a lot of stuff on the fly, calling, especially Garrett did a lot of booking of acts.
Yeah, that
a
was
lot of
awesome.
people calling people on the fly, coordinating schedules, coordinating food drop-offs.
Yeah, we had a whole separate.
We're like zookeepers.
Yeah,
really
There was a
Babysitters.
whole separate Slack channel that was everyone here but Rocco.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was really just us trying to figure out guests. And Meg had an awesome spreadsheet of all the guests we could possibly get. But it was such a production.
Oh my
Obviously,
God.
it's a
Yeah.
10-day straight production, 11-day straight production.
Yeah, Johnny and I were working on setting up the back end for it for 2 weeks straight.
And we're going to talk about all of that. And we're also going to discuss every bit that we did
Mhm.
and
Okay,
go
cool.
through the Tangias and talk about some behind the scenes stuff as well. But I want to let everybody know, obviously, Rocco is not here today. He's still recovering from his 10 days of isolation. It's funny because I think he just is in another room right now. I think he's in his bedroom.
He's in his
Just
bedroom.
Yeah.
Bed rotting away.
Yeah.
He probably wishes he was back in Chicago, this room as well. I think we'll be doing another show on Friday
Yeah.
this week, normal time, and I expect Rocco will be back.
And I
Okay,
also
cool.
think we'll probably not be in this room anymore.
Yeah, but we won't be in
Aw.
here. So this is your last visit
Get your fill.
to room B.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Uh,
room is trash.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You can't see the floor, but
Well,
oh God.
Even
I-
the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ceiling, you can't see that, but it's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Can we do a theme song?
We're back.
Whoa, what
Whoops.
happened?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Cameraman's going crazy
Whoa,
over there.
Kevcam going nuts.
So we have a lot to talk about, and we only have a few hours to do it, maybe an hour and a half for this show, however long it's going to go. But we have 11 days of content to cover, plus the setup for the room. So let's
Yeah.
just jump right in. We all came back from Christmas break here, the 7th of January, and immediately it was preparing for MLK stream. And we knew we wanted to do the room again, but even at that point, we didn't know what the plan was going to be.
No,
Mhm.
and we did have a serious talk with Rocco, like legitimately, do you want to do this again? Like,
Yeah.
no shade if you don't.
Well,
like, I get why you wouldn't want to.
You and Sean, you'd been pressing for weeks, if not months, for an idea you had.
Yes.
Do you want to share that idea?
Sure. My idea.
And it has the most Sean title, I
oh,
think,
it does.
ever.
It does.
Oh yeah.
My idea was Rocco is in the room for 7 days, but every day someone new is trapped in the room with him, and then they switch out every 24 hours. and we call it the roommates. And he doesn't know who is going to be and who's going to live with them for the next day. The chat doesn't know.
Mhm.
And it's just a person is just going to live with them. So that was
We could go get, a nice unhoused gentleman from
No,
the
it
neighborhood.
could have been
Yeah.
anywhere.
Bring him in, house him for 24
Anyone.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
it's,
would
you know,
love
we
Could you
still,
imagine
we
that?
Oh
still
my
could
God.
do that. But the roommates was my idea I had.
Oh, you were thinking you were going to be the roommate.
One of 'em.
Oh.
I think this was a way for Sean to be in the room with a, escape clause.
That's
Yes.
probably it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
24 hours and he's out.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I could swing it with the fam to be out for 24 hours. They would, okay. But if I'm 10 days, 11 days, that would not fly.
I think
No.
you should start working on them now for next year.
I really don't want to do it, though.
That's why it has to be you, It's the person who doesn't want it has to seize the throne.
I really would rather not. People keep saying room C is for room Chatfield. I don't think so.
Oh, hey, good point,
Listen,
chat.
okay, I was gonna save this for next year when we actually put Sean in the room,
Oh.
but I'm gonna plant the seed now because it's such a good idea. Room C, chat room.
Oh, that is good.
Okay.
That is pretty good.
Sean likes a good pun.
I love a good
Yeah.
pun.
I think we're warming him up.
Like chit-chat.
We're melting his defenses.
I do love a good
Have
pun.
a little chit chat.
Your family could come visit you,
Yeah.
I don't think I could. Literally, I think that you guys would be so disappointed because Rocco is the trooper and he can do all these days.
Oh, you would.
It'd
not
be like
disappoint
3
me.
hours in, like, all right, guys, later. I'm
would-
just drive home.
You would not disappoint me at all. let me
Hit your
tell
safe
you.
word.
It would be
Bye-bye.
like, all right, we're out.
Anytime you want to quit, it's fine with me. The fans would be mad, but I'd be fine with it.
Okay, fair
'Cause
enough.
It'd be great.
On
It'd
you.
be great entertainment.
Yeah.
So we were trying to consider what to do with the room. I just thought it should be a different person, but then Rocco kind of pitched. He came in and said, "Hear me out. Put me in the room again."
Yeah.
And he said, I'll speak for him because he's not here, but he said, I think we could get away with one more year of me in the room. And then I said this on the stream. People thought I was joking, but you can vouch. This is true. He said, I thought you guys were going to go harder on me last year.
He
Yeah.
did say that.
Yeah.
He
I
did.
mean,
And he
because
said, what?
we were talking about the reptile party last year, and he was like a hard no. If you're gonna do anything, don't do that. But he was still convinced we were gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a jumping off point where hey, if you were gonna do it this time.
Yeah.
He kind of talked some shit.
Yeah.
He did. He said, I thought you guys were going to fuck with me harder. And to be honest, like Rocco has a safe word
Mhm.
that if he ever at any point feels like, hey, we have to stop this, I can't do this anymore, he would say that word and we were all keen to it, ready to go. We told every performer before
That's
they
right.
came in, Rocco's got a safe word. If he says it, you got to stop, whatever. And so, but he never once
Never hit
once
it.
used it. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And that reptile example was a great example of something kind of spilled over from our planning last year.
Yeah.
That it's like, okay, now we're gonna get him.
And
Yeah.
truthfully, I don't know how you guys feel, but we're going to pull back the curtain. I think we're going to get real here today.
Yeah.
I think Rocco likes being in the room.
I do too.
I think he loves it.
I definitely
I think that
see
he likes
that.
it. I think
Yeah.
he likes it. Now,
Yeah.
That's he has this act. He even tells us, "I'm gonna play it up like I'm miserable, like I don't like it, but if I don't say the safe word, I'm fine."
but I will say, I did get some texts, especially the last day, that we can get into.
Okay.
That was like, hey, I see the timer, I can do this, but I am not well.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's
Yeah.
talk about that.
He was
because
kind of shut down.
the last
Yeah.
day I came in and he was like fucking comatose.
Yeah.
He was on the
Yeah.
bed here. He hadn't woken up.
No, and it was
Usually
like 11.
Yeah, he usually gets up
Ooh.
around 9 or around 9:30. It was 11 o'clock. He was still there, wasn't responding to Tangia. And I talked to Johnny. I was like, is this an act?
Yeah,
And
we didn't know.
We both thought it was an act because he had told us, I'm gonna play it up.
Yeah.
And he even
Yeah.
kind of implied like on the last day, I'm gonna really play it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he texted you.
I texted him like, hey, dude, are you all right? Because I was just making sure, And I texted Rocco throughout the whole week, like, hey, man, are you okay? Just double checking,
Yeah.
And it was, should I read you the actual text? It wasn't like, it's not personal or anything.
Because the last
Oh, my penis hurts.
I cranked too
I
hard.
cranked too hard. I can't
cranked
do this
wrong.
anymore.
Cranking.
the last,
Got blisters on
segment,
my
the,
penis. It's a
the
Beatles
last
reference.
day, he was like nonverbal.
Yeah.
with any TTS, anything that he would know. He wasn't even dancing to Slob on My Knob.
I know. That's how you know he's bad.
That's how I knew it
Yeah.
was
So
bad, is
I
he's not
said-
dancing.
Okay, I said, you doing okay? We have so many viewers right now. Just kind of, hey, we got a lot of people watching, like,
Yeah,
whatever.
get up.
And he
Yeah.
said, I'm
Dance.
good to make it to the end, but I seriously can't get up. It's like,
Oh,
oh no.
Yeah.
And I said, oh no, need any help? Can I get you anything? And he never responded. So
Okay.
it's like,
Fuck.
all right, well, good luck.
Well, I will let everybody know that when the stream ended, we celebrated. He walked out to Chicago. He came back in and had a nice chat with us.
He came back in. We showed him the ending. It's funny though, because I think he instinctually just had to be in the room. He just
Didn't know where to go.
He walked right back into the room and just kind of sat down. And I'm like, hey, you can get out.
Whoa.
Yeah, you don't have to be in
You
here
can get out
anymore.
now. Like
Yeah.
we're off.
Oh,
Like
no.
go ahead and get
Yeah,
off.
don't be in here.
Yeah.
Who gave him a ride home?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I picked it because we don't want to leave his car out here either.
No.
For like that long. So I probably get towed.
Yeah.
So I
But we kind of celebrated the room,
Yeah.
talked about it for like an hour. You
Oh,
know?
wow.
So it was like I don't doubt that he was sick, but as soon as the room ended, it was like his energy returned to
Came
him.
back.
when he
Good.
saw, we came back and showed him the ending. And he was like, this is so good. I feel like I'm going to cry. This is like, it's the timing was it just happened to work out so well. It was all fluke.
Yeah.
That the chorus would kick in right when you opened it. It was perfect.
Yeah.
But he didn't even know what song we were going to use. He knew nothing. But it was one of those things where it's like, I think he had the adrenaline that it was over. He saw how good it was. And then once that wore off, he's like, I would pick up my clothes and start packing up. I can't even do that. I just have to go home.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to go home. So I just took him straight home. So that was it.
I don't blame him. Like, I can't imagine, like, sick or not, being in here for 11 days. Camera's always on.
Well, give it a few years, you'll imagine it.
Yeah,
it's-
right.
When it's room M.
Yeah,
I really
right.
can't imagine. I really would never want to sleep on camera.
No.
Like truly,
oh my
of
God.
all
Oh,
the
dude.
things,
Oh,
sleeping
yeah.
on camera would not be a thing I'd want to do.
You might be farting. You might
I'm
be
saying,
talking in your
drooling.
sleep,
yeah.
saying shit. You
Yeah.
know,
I just
Tony Soprano style. I killed him. You know.
yeah, you'd see me like eating snacks. Like, oh, he
In
woke
the
up for a
middle of the
snack.
night.
Also, you'd be alarmed. Like Sean does pee a lot. Like you would just see that. You know.
Wets the bed. You know.
Oh, man.
Sean's never pee break. I don't know. It is.
Can't be as bad as Rocco's bathroom breaks. though.
I would be way more, but way less
faster.
time.
They even
Yeah.
have to be about the same. Okay, well, we talked about the ending, but let's talk about the beginning.
Yeah.
The arguably the most controversial moment of Room B was the opening, which was a broom.
Mhm.
Be
Broom.
It
room.
was a shot of a broom.
Broom.
Yeah.
So in the planning phase, when Rocco was like, put me back in the room, go harder on me, we were like, okay, yeah, let's do it. What do we call this? And I think it was me who
Yeah.
said, like, let's call it B-room broom. And we'll have a shot of a broom.
Mhm.
And then you guys know what happened. We'll let people add timer to the broom. And when that timer hits 0, then the real show will start.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And I pitched this to my wife,
Mhm.
Joy, at home. We were in the kitchen making dinner, and she was like, broom. And then the B slides to the other side, and it becomes room B because B is the second letter of the alphabet. It's like the second
Yeah.
room.
Brilliant.
And I was
That
like,
was
that's
so-
fucking
Amazing.
smart.
Dude,
So I
Joy,
came back
well
the
done.
next day and I told everybody, everybody's like, yes.
Yeah, Joy.
I think they were on the fence until that idea was proposed. Mainly that's when Rocco bought into it. I feel like Sean, you were not
I wasn't.
into that idea.
No.
And even when the idea was being executed, I felt like
Oh.
you were very
It-
unhappy about
It was Garrett watching the Tony Hawk video all over again.
Oh, no.
There was a moment, and I'm ashamed to admit this, where I told Meg, like, I'm on this anti-anxiety medication. How would I feel right now if I wasn't on this medication?
Time to up the dosage.
Ooh.
There was a part where like the Reddit was so mad, and it was such a thing that like the chat was, everyone was pissed that I went up to the costume closet in the dark and just kind of sat there, just like,
What
trying
are we
to
doing?
whatever. But in that moment, Garrett
You joined the
I-
costume closet.
Garrett-
club.
Oh, yeah?
went up to the costume closet to put a hat back. And I watched this happen and thinking, I could scare the shit out of Garrett right now.
Oh my
Because
God.
why would I ever be in here except
the
for
dark.
in the dark, hiding in the very back corner
You know
of the
what?
costume
Can I
closet?
just tell people at home? I've never done this, but there have been multiple people in this studio who have gone to sulk in the costume
It's
closet.
not sulking. It's just trying to
Composure.
escape for a second
I'm-
and get my composure.
Yeah.
You're not the only person who's
Oh,
done
I
it.
know.
You're
I know.
not.
Multiple people will be like, "Where are they?" I think they're in the costume.
Yeah.
closet.
But it's
Sitting
dark
in
up
the-
there.
It's dark
It's
and
safe,
it's so
it's
safe.
warm.
It's warm. It's quiet because all the costume is like the best insulation, whatever.
That used to be our sound booth.
So
Yeah.
I watched Garrett. I was sitting in the corner and I watched him. He was right next to me, but had no idea I was just sitting down on the ground there.
you didn't say, I don't even remember this.
You didn't, because why would you?
Yeah.
You would have I said a word, you would have scared the shit out of you.
Oh my God.
But,
so you just let me put the hat away and leave.
But let me say this, and maybe this will get people upset with me, and it's fine.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Welcome to the retrospective.
Spicy.
I had to be talked into the broom. First off, to Joy's credit, I love the idea of Be Room going to. I love that. I love that.
Let me say, before you say your piece, my original idea was way worse.
It was.
I wanted it to go 72 hours
Yeah.
minimum.
You said
Yep.
maybe a week.
Yeah.
Yep.
I said maybe a week. I said start it at 3 days and let people add time. And
Ugh.
whenever it ends, it ends.
Yeah.
And you guys really pushed back on that. And so we kind of went, well, maybe 24 hours, maybe 12. And then we settled on, let's make it 5.
5 hours.
Thank God.
That's just long enough. Well, yeah. I feel like Sean Meg was in your boat of,
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait for this to end.
I kept flip flopping.
But it was
Well-
one of those.
Well, I was gonna say we made it 5. It's just long enough to be a pain in the ass, but it's still, if nobody paid anything, it would have
Ended at 5.
Ended it, 5, 6 around there.
My guess, my real heart to heart guess was like, okay, it'll probably go to like 7.
Yeah.
At the most, it'll go to 7. I did not realize that people keep adding to the broom.
People added 7 hours of time.
Yeah.
Damn.
It actually ended up probably finishing at the worst time. I thought it would end sooner or it would end the next day. It ended at 12:30 a.m. That's
Yeah.
the worst possible time.
Yeah. So then we all were here at like, up to 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I went home for a little bit and came back at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
But this is what I was going to say is that I don't go on the subreddit, as I've said, but I can still hear what Johnny and Meg, who are on the subreddit, are saying to people in the studio. I hear it all.
yeah.
And so although I'm not on there, it's like I'm on there
Oh,
sometimes.
I was on the subreddit, the Discord, the chat.
Yeah.
So-
absorbing all of it.
What I thought when this idea, we settled on the 5 hours, I thought, okay, we're going to piss off the new people who joined us last year.
Yeah. Because
Sure.
Those people don't get our bit.
Yeah.
They're going to be fucking pissed. But our hardcore fans are going to be like,
It's right in line
you
with
guys,
MLK.
this is what you
Yeah.
do. This is who you are. We started our fucking show with Derek eating pudding for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, they will get it.
Well, also, it's like we've done MLK where we streamed ice cream melts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We've streamed a bag of
The
chips.
roof
Yeah.
with like
Yeah.
fucking chia pets growing.
And
Yeah.
so when I saw that the subreddit was so mad, I was like, I guess I was wrong. I guess that the people who are the fans on our subreddit are like, I thought they would be in on it. I thought they would like it more than this. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Well, some people hated it. Some people liked it.
They kept the faith.
Some people didn't get it. Some people did get it. I think there were people all over the spectrum.
There was.
Sure.
And I'm not to say that it was a universally hated thing. It wasn't.
No.
But there were very vocal detractors of the broom. People who, all right, here's my theory. I'm going to say this, and
Yeah.
I'm going to try to be as kind as possible when I say this. I think there are people out there, not everybody, I want to specify, there's a small portion of our audience out there who legitimately just do not like Mega64.
Yeah.
And for whatever, God bless you, you're still watching. Thank you for tuning in. I know you fucking hate this show.
Yeah. Why?
And you still watch. And as soon as the broom hit, it was out for 60 seconds. And for them, it was like, now I have a reason to express all the hatred I have
Yep.
for these guys.
Yep.
A catalyst.
And in a way, it was like a gift to them because
Well,
it was
we gave them a
an
gift.
excuse for them
You're
to just
welcome.
fucking go off on all the stuff they've always wanted to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell Johnny, for some people, hating is a part of the joy for them. You know, like you're a fan of something, but you're really just, you love to hate and shit on it.
Yeah.
And that's the joy you get out of it. And those people were eating good on day one. Let me tell you.
We
Yeah.
gave them a therapy session where they could vent.
I will say we documented the behind the scenes better this time. We were so busy we didn't do everything, but we have the moment of like me in my office is like I hate this. This is not going well. You know, we have that. We have the moment of us, you know, 5 minutes before we switch over to the broom. It's Rocco getting ready to walk in for the first time. We have Johnny and Meg like ready, like all the Tangiers ready to go. Like we have everything. So I have all that. So maybe like if we do the USB again or something like that, we can put that all on there or something. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, I took some videos while we were setting up too. So like
Yeah.
we do have like some
Yeah.
good footage.
I
How
think
did
so.
you think about the broom segment?
You know, I was just in such a scramble to like get the room built and get all of the electronics working down here because it was a little more involved
So you were
than
just
last
staying
year.
busy.
So I was beyond busy, and then kind of like I'm gonna let creative decide how this goes. I'm staying out of it. But I did like the fact that like it caused such anger in our community for the first day. And then it's gonna switch over
we
and they're
also
gonna
knew what was planned.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
knew
It was
he's
all
going
part
in.
of the plan. It was all
Yeah.
part of the plan.
And I thought he executed it so well where he's pretended after his long speech of like, I got you guys. It's your fault, whatever. And then he's fucking locked in. Like, I
Yeah.
just thought
Oh,
that
yeah.
played
I-
so well.
Oh yeah.
It kind of felt like going into combat, you know? And,
Yeah.
and it's like, we got to get to the hill. And the whole way is just a brutal fight. You
Yeah.
know? And,
Yeah.
you know, some people are like, maybe we can turn back. Did the boats leave? Like, we don't have to take the hill.
Yeah.
Keep marching forward. I
Keep
felt like it was a
going.
keep marching forward
Yeah.
situation.
The only thing that I really regret is that there's a couple things actually that it was on a day that everyone had the day off. So like people
Sure.
like I had the day off. I was gonna watch this all day, and now I'm watching a broom.
well, they did watch it all day.
They did. They did. But also, I regret that it ended so late that a lot of people on the East Coast and the West Coast
Didn't see
didn't
it.
see it switch over because we did not realize the timer was going to go so late.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any regrets. I feel like, you know, if you were there when it switched over, it just made it even more special.
True.
Mhm.
It wasn't there for everybody. I agree with Garrett. It was kind of like crazy that you could film a broom and get so much of an emotional reaction from people. That's art. Okay?
That is
Yeah.
art.
That is.
That is art.
Yeah.
We have set up a room, streaming a broom, and people are losing their minds.
You know what's so
I
funny to me
mean,
too, and
there's
I
something
the part I
magical.
also couldn't figure out was like, okay, clearly this looks like a room situation. We have to. You see the CRT TV.
You
the
see
phone,
all the-
you see
Exactly.
You see little hints of more
Hints.
things
Right.
to come.
Yeah.
Right.
the
and there's
TV.
also a timer counting down. So why not just let
Let it play out.
Let's see what happens when that timer runs out. Like, let's just
Exactly.
see what happens.
That's what kept me calm, I guess. That it's like, hey, if they're not smart enough to figure out there's something after this, and that's on them.
Yeah.
All the hints are there.
Well,
you
it
know?
was inevitable. It was always going to be a week-long stream. So I knew once it kicked in, you have to watch it for a week. I know people were like, I took the day off. I was planning on watching this, but this isn't a day-long stream.
Mm-mm.
No.
This was out the gate going to be a week-long stream. And essentially what we did here was not very far removed from the first room. So it was a question of like, how do we set this apart out the gate? You know,
Mhm.
how do we make it different and memorable? I think the broom will be very memorable for years
I
to
think
come.
so.
Yeah.
It is a tough job though, because really we ran the risk of being like, you guys did this already. And we really didn't want to do that. And that
No.
was a hard thing to like, how do we make this fresh and different and feel different to people? Because it is the same idea. Rocco's stuck in a fucking room.
Yeah.
What do we
Exactly.
do?
Yeah.
You know, he walks in, hey, it's the room again. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to
and-
jail.
Go to
Yeah.
jail. Oh, Joker song, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But having it be the broom
And then have that
and,
speech.
and all of that turmoil that people went to when it finally switched over, it was fucking cathartic.
It was.
Yeah.
And that was the best, I think, emotional way to kick it off. Yeah. So we didn't know. We were talking to Rocco, and it was like, hey, when you go in, you know, the premise of this is you want people to kind of like punish you while you're in. You want people to send Tangias. You want people to fuck with you. tell him the broom was your idea.
Yeah.
And just kind of act like it was really superior or they didn't get it, and then do all that. And then you'll try to leave, but the door will be locked.
Mhm.
And then we'll play the animation where it switches over
Mhm.
and you'll realize that you're stuck in the room. That was kind of like the act that he went in there with. Which, maybe people at home can assume there's a bit of an act and a bit of play to going onto the room. A lot of it is real. I think it blurs the line. Like,
Oh yeah.
what's
Oh,
real
yeah.
here? What's staged?
And a lot of it too, we don't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it was like, is he fucking with us? Or is he really not okay? I don't know what's going on.
By the way, I do have a stat here. I believe Rocco was in the room total for, not counting bathroom breaks, about 228 hours.
Oh.
I was just amazed because I didn't know we're going longer than last year,
Yeah.
but we certainly did.
Yeah. I mean, even during the planning, Rocco was saying like, I could do longer than a week. And so it was kind of like, well, let's just keep it running.
We'll just
I
keep the
guess.
timer going, I guess.
In my mind, I was hoping he'd hit 2 weeks.
Oh my God, we
See,
See,
really?
I don't know if I
Shoot-
could handle.
Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you land among the stars. And there was even some debate. I think, after a few days, Sean, you were like, let's put it to a minute per sub.
Mhm.
But then I argued, I was like, actually, let's switch it back to 10 minutes per sub. I think you wanted to stop it right when it hit a week. And then I was like, put more time. Let him go longer than a week. He said he could. Let's see if he can live up to it.
Yeah.
But then it came to a point where it was like, all right, we're going to have to cap this. And
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has to get out of here eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my thing. It's like there's other things we have coming up. We have to start working on.
Exactly.
And I'm losing my fucking mind being in here for 14 hours a day.
Yes.
And I also,
I mean, I got sick. Like Rocco, like half of us did, I think.
Yeah,
that
Meg
came
got-
through
it
the
started
room.
with me.
Meg was the first one out,
Yeah.
and then it became a 6-man crew,
Mhm.
and then Garrett was out, so it
Yeah.
was a 5-man crew, and not including Rocco's like it's 4.
Yeah. I was trying to do my best from home, but
Yeah.
I was down for the count,
you
unfortunately.
said something to me, and I don't know if I don't want to
oh, yeah.
out you on this.
No.
You said something that I could not believe, that this was the first time you ever had the flu.
Yep.
Which how? What a streak!
Wow.
I don't know.
How did you do that?
I might have had it as a kid, but like I have never felt as sick as I felt this time ever. So
Yeah.
like I've had COVID once. This was 1,000 times worse than COVID.
Dude, the restless
So-
legs, the body aches,
Oh my
the
God, that, like,
fucking night
I was
sweats. It
telling
was
these
so
guys
bad.
my
Oof.
fucking bones hurt.
Yeah.
And my
Ugh.
skin hurt.
Dude.
And there were like days where I was just on the couch, like making sounds to myself, like in the silence. I was just like,
It's that bad.
it was so bad.
It was
but
bad.
we're good now.
The
So.
agony and the wailing.
Oh my
the
God.
groaning.
And then
Yeah.
on top of that, I felt so bad because like I didn't want to like leave any extra work on everybody else's plate because
Oh, you did great.
one less
Yeah.
person down, So
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I should say that you and Johnny were always doing like the Tangia back in Dare too, the back end stuff though.
yeah.
And Johnny, hi.
Hello.
You were here. I think you were here probably the most besides Rocco, and Kevin's right behind you. I don't know, maybe you have an idea, but how would you feel about this? Like, how did you do?
It was very hard. Everything kept breaking. So it was a constant state of like making sure everything worked. All our smart plug devices bricked
Yeah.
Mhm.
minute 1.
Yep. Classic.
So I was like in contact with the company we were doing it through is called Lumia. And I was in their Discord for like a full week. To their credit, they figured it out. They figured out what was wrong and everything worked smoothly after that.
Yeah.
We had this issue last year too, where our plugs kept breaking, like
Yeah.
Flashbang and Jail kept breaking, and we could not get any answers from them last year. So thank God this year they were able to kind of solve the
Help
issue we
us.
kept running into.
But yeah, for me, the hardest part was like having to set things in night mode. So
Right.
I would just be here until whenever Rocco would decide to go to sleep, which was like sometimes 2 a.m.
That's
So
crazy.
Yeah.
And then you
Uh,
come back. Oh my God.
yes,
Yeah.
and I'd be back here at 10 a.m. But I started just being like, hey man, I can't stay here all night. Like, I'd stay as late as I could and then he would keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But immediately when it ended, I felt like this, like I missed it.
Did you really?
Yeah. So it was like horrible, but then immediately when it was over, I'm like, that was the greatest. I'm so happy we did this, blah, blah, all that jazz.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I do think it went really well. I just know that that Slack of ours was just nonstop. And it was like, it's just it being like a doctor on call, like 24/7. Like, hey, Rocco, this broke. We need to fix this right now. It was like so much that went into it for, a small crew to handle. Plus with the flu involved. It was crazy.
I feel like if we could do it again, we have to lock down a sleep like they do at prison. This is basically a nice prison cell. There has to be like a lights out time and then a get
Put
up
them to bed.
time.
Okay.
That's a good point.
That is a
Yeah.
good point.
Run it like a summer camp. Yeah.
Well, sometimes I feel like I have to come in here and act like a cop because Rocco, he's like the raptor in Jurassic Park. He's testing the limits of the cage.
Yes.
I'm like, day one, I tune into the stream. It's all fucking dark in here. And it's like, he's not supposed to have access to the lights. What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I came in and I had to put like improvised baby clamps over the light switches.
Yeah.
So that they're not accessible. And then he's kind of making some excuses to me like, the people at home said they couldn't see the TV.
Oh, the
in back,
glare.
so I dimmed the lights.
That's why.
Yeah, right.
I thought it'd be good if I just left those down. And I was like, you're trying to make it easier to sleep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Muting the, he'll cover up the speaker at night, which I get. He needs to sleep, but we really need to lock down the electronics around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, one of the problems with it being the broom and it being an unplanned first day was scheduling guests.
Yeah.
We didn't know
When to schedule
when
them.
we should schedule guests.
Yeah.
So when it actually kicked into B room, we didn't have a guest for the first day. We didn't have a guest for the second day either.
Really?
We did.
Who?
Well, didn't we get the Buddy the Elf the second day? Or was
Buddy the Elf came on the third day. He
That
was the
really?
first guest
Oh,
of the
shit.
third
Well,
day.
was the first day, do you count that as the broom? Or
Well, yeah, let's say broom was day one, but I'm talking about for day one in the actual room.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Matt came in and did
Matt
a
came
photo
in and did
shoot.
pictures.
Oh, yeah. We did the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, we did. We did have an emergency guest.
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah. I
Uh,
came into work and Derek immediately was like, hey, would Matt come in and do a photo shoot? And I was like, I don't know.
That was a good call because,
But
we
no.
got him on short notice and he came in and
Yeah.
brought
He
his
was off
lights.
work that day
Hell
and brought all his gear and came and did a
Yeah.
photo shoot with Rocco.
when are we going to get those pictures, by the way?
Hey, I got to look at him.
I'm waiting to
I
post them.
know.
I'm waiting.
I know.
We didn't pay good money for nothing. He did it for free. Bless his heart.
No, you guys will see those photos soon.
That was funny because Matt put Rocco in the ball pit and he's like, oh, you got a Whopper. Put a Whopper on your head. I think
Yeah.
Rocco's like, I can't wash my hair.
I
Day one,
overheard-
he has a hamburger on his head.
I overheard Matt say like, how much do you care about your hair? And I was like, it's day one, brother. Like,
Yeah, it didn't
holy
happen.
shit.
Yeah.
But it was still in the wrapper. It's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When did Destin and Bailey come in? Was that day?
Well, let's work our way up
sorry.
to that because the first person we could get in here was Buddy the Elf.
That's right.
Which returning guest?
Yes.
Which I want to say, it was so funny what he said to Garrett. I don't know if
Mhm.
you want to tell a story, if I should, it doesn't really matter, I guess. But he was like, he called you back and is like, I know who this is. And
Yeah.
then-
Oh, yeah. Because I booked through Kids Party Agency and specifically asked for our friend Micah, who did such a great job as the Joker
Deadpool, yeah.
and
Yeah.
the Deadpool. And when Micah called me back, he's like, when they told me we're doing Buddy the Elf in the middle of January, I knew it could only be one group. I said, it's that time of year again.
yeah.
Yeah.
But- Familiar face to ease Rocco into it.
We love
Exactly.
that guy.
Love him.
His first name is Micah. I don't know his last name, but here's the thing. He's such a professional performer.
Yeah.
He shows up in character.
in
Yes.
character.
Guys, when he shows up as Deadpool, the mask
got
is
Deadpool.
on. You're talking to Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never talked to Micah the person.
No.
No.
When
no,
he showed up
no.
as Buddy the Elf, he walks in, who's ready for Christmas? And it's like, you just walked in. You're not even on camera yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, ooh, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas.
Yeah.
We're going to make candy and we're going to do elves. And
He asked me if Santa knew that I escaped from the North Pole.
yeah,
Oh.
which is a compliment.
I guess.
And Johnny, I think you were like, annoyed by that or something?
I wasn't even involved.
Well,
No.
you asked me, you're like, what's the deal with being, why is he Buddy the Elf?
Well, it makes sense to me because if you do kids parties,
Yeah.
it's the same. Like you are that person.
Yeah.
At a kids party, when you're getting out of your car, you have to be that. And I think
Yeah.
Trey's just trained.
And
like you are that person the whole
as a
time.
performer, I feel like it's easier to keep it rolling than it is to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To be like, yeah, so what are we doing here? Buddy the Elf? All right.
Yeah.
It's ready for Santa. I mean, some people can do that, but
Yeah.
it's probably easier just to warm up and keep the gears turning.
But
Yeah.
not only is he such a pro with just being in character, but he was the one I think he pitched to you like, hey, one time
Yeah.
at a party, the mom made spaghetti and I ate it.
Like
So-
in the movie.
Like in the
Like in the movie. So if you want to make spaghetti and give me all the toppings for it, like this chocolate syrup, like I'll go crazy.
So I was like so stoked with that idea. I said, "Oh, dude, that'll be amazing." I said, "Make a fucking mess. His hands will be sticky." Like hell yeah! I went got all the stuff from the grocery store the night before, boiled all the spaghetti noodles, and he took it from there. So it was great having him almost like writing bits for us.
I also, we have the room itself. Right above us is a window. You can look down into it. It's like a perfect situation for this. But I was up there watching him like, there's no way he's going to eat this shit. And he went fucking crazy.
Yeah. He had his
ate-
breakfast.
He ate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was
Rocco?
awesome. No. Well,
No,
Rocco
Buddy.
too, but Buddy, when he first took that first bite, I was like, no way.
he's
Damn.
committed.
He's committed.
He's great. We got to get him back for like a non-room related.
Yeah, just to be on the podcast.
I almost wanted to try to call him up and be like, could you come in today for this show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were all like taking a big rest over the weekend. So
Yeah.
no room discussion, no room planning over the weekend. So Buddy the Elf was great. And then I will bring Buddy the Elf up again, that actor, later on because another guest mentioned him days later, but we'll get to that
okay.
Mm.
down the road. So he was the only guest on day one. Other than us. I mean, we were coming in, Garrett did the PPS at one point. You guys did like a yoga session at another point.
Mhm.
But it wasn't until the next day where we brought in the
Uh,
ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Gandelman.
Dude,
Yeah.
that guy, I don't think I've met a more of an angel in my life
Yeah.
than that man.
Literally.
Sweetheart.
The sweetest person of all time. He was so nice.
He was so nice.
He was an old timer.
Oh, yeah.
He
Yeah.
Oh,
was
yeah.
definitely a remnant of the.
of the 90s.
Well, I would even say the 80s
Yeah.
and 90s.
Yes.
He's been doing it for 35 years. How long is that?
I think you said he started in like 1990 or something.
Okay,
that. Or
okay,
maybe
yeah,
like
yeah.
the late 80s. But he
Yeah.
also said that he had a mentor who's been doing it since like the 50s and 60s.
Whoa.
Okay.
So he's continuing a tradition that goes back decades.
Mhm.
Yeah, when I was doing all the research for potential guests, like I made that big spreadsheet of like options for us to kind of go over. I was looking at like Yelp, just local pages.
Yeah.
And Johnny and I kept looking at him and we were like, fuck, man, a ventriloquist would be really fun. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Great.
And I'm so glad that we ended up committing to that.
Meg put together a list of potential performers. Johnny helped. The two of you also developed all the Lumias, the
right. I mean, people,
activated.
Yeah, the
Segments here.
interactive.
Yeah.
stuff,
people
yeah.
are even using the thing of Rocco that
Yeah.
you made. Like
yeah.
the second happened, you'd be making shit for it.
And then
Yeah.
I was in the room. I would say, developing it, it was like me, Johnny, and Meg kind of in the control room coming up with ideas.
Yeah.
Garrett and Sean were out here building the physical space and
Mhm.
wiring everything. And then Rocco was just doing his,
Preparing
Yeah.
mentally.
Yeah.
decompressing.
Yeah.
mentally preparing.
Also,
himself.
he couldn't know what was going to happen. Like,
Yeah,
it
we
was
wanted
better
to
for him
keep it
not
a
to know.
secret.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
didn't. I will say this, like, some of it, was like, oh, Rocco knows. He's on the know.
He
that-
saw the room.
he saw the room. He knew that. He knew about the ball pit.
Yeah.
He knew about that fucking
The tube
blow.
man,
Yeah, he
yeah.
knew about
Tube
that.
man.
he was
But he
here
had
when we were
no
testing.
idea about a single person that was going to walk through that door. He had no idea about any of that.
Yeah, that was the bigger part that I wanted to keep like a secret from him.
Yeah, he never really, I think even in his bathroom breaks, we were really good about hiding the guests in a green room. So
Mhm.
like he was never spoiled, I think,
Yeah.
on anything that was about to come in guest
He
wise.
had no
Yeah.
idea. And the ventriloquist was pretty much like number one. Like, this is the guy at the top of our list.
yeah.
Bring in this ventriloquist.
Uh-huh.
And he had so much shit with him.
Oh
man.
my God, he had so many puppets,
So
many
many.
trunks
So
of
many.
things.
And he was apologizing. Oh, I could have brought more. And it's like, dude, you got
Have
it.
you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
been trying to throw your voice since he?
Oh, no, I have not.
Oh,
No.
am I the only one?
Hey, let me out of here.
Is there somebody on the floor?
Whoa! That was
Derek, that was
crazy.
good.
Somebody's down there.
Whoa!
That was the
Thanks,
most
Joe.
that
Dropping
part,
forbidden knowledge.
like that part of the performance after all the puppets, where he's just teaching Rocco how to do ventriloquism.
Yes.
I feel like was the most enjoyable part of the act. And for Rocco
Mhm.
was like into the learning of
Oh yeah.
the
He-
act,
he-
the craft.
He said before he went on, he's like, I've never done anything like this. He's like, I've done, trillions of kids parties. I've done like corporate events. I've done.
He was on
things
stage with Carmen
and
Electra.
Exactly. But I've never done something to one person in front of 1,000 people. I've never done that. And so he's like, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. I'm like, okay, you'll be fine. They'll love you or whatever. And when he left, he was like,
my
that
God.
was one of the funnest things I've ever done.
He kept saying that might be the best time I've ever had
Yeah,
performing.
I think that was so much fun. He's like, and I have never had a better straight man to play off of
Yes.
than Rocco.
Yeah.
He's like that. He nailed it and could not have done any better. Tell him that he was my favorite person I've ever done this
Yeah,
for.
he kept telling us, like, make sure you tell Rocco how good he did in that.
He gave
Aw.
us his own list afterwards. Like, hey, these are
Yeah.
all the people I know who do different acts that aren't like me, but they do acts like this.
Mhm.
And he was like,
I called a
and
couple of them.
call them and tell them that I give them an A+ 100% recommendation from you guys. It's like, oh wow, thanks, Joe.
Yeah, he was so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we called all those guys and they all wanted way too much money.
Well,
Yeah.
true,
Like,
true.
I'll do 10 minutes for $1,000. Be like, yeah, thanks.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. But yeah, he was such a sweetheart. And like, I'm not gonna do his personal stuff, but like his story of why he's doing this is like such a touching, sweet thing. Like, love that guy. Book him if you can, if you need a ventriloquist.
Joe Gandelman, and he says he has a TikTok and YouTube that he's trying to launch.
That's true.
And he says he's getting pretty popular on TikTok. So
Okay.
look up Joe Gandelman and book him if you're local to San Diego.
Yeah.
Another guest we had that day, a little bit later on, was, a lot of people liked this segment that I did. It was one of the only times I came into the room to interact with Rocco was to like play music with
Oh,
him.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
so
that was
cool.
fun. That
I
was
loved
cool.
That.
I think I was just upstairs looking for something else, and I thought like nobody's in the room right now. We got hours to kill, and then I just saw all our drum circle shit from a 420 stream, and I was like, oh, let's just go in there
Yeah.
and do drum circle stuff. And I brought all this stuff in, and it really like wasn't working. You know, those tubes, you hit them, they don't make
Mhm.
very good music, and so it was kind of flopping. And people started playing music on the Tangias.
Oh,
and
yes.
instinctively it was like, all right, well, let's just play along to that song.
Yeah.
It was great.
And it just emerged into like 20-minute jam session. Okay, you play Balkan Skull music, we'll play along to it.
Yeah.
You play this, you play that. Once they played Rattling Bog,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Rattling Bog, 5 minutes of that, I was like, well, this is the grand finale.
Yeah.
So I was like, thanks everybody, been doing it for 20 minutes. I left, I went back, I got on the Tangia. There were probably like 100 more songs queued. And I was
Yes.
like, oh shit, we could have kept going all night.
Yeah.
But once you do the grand finale, you got to leave
Yeah,
them
you gotta
wanting
get out.
more.
Exactly.
Rocco could have kept playing. He had his bongo left in
He
there.
left
He
it,
did.
yeah.
He did play for a little bit after I left. He continued the tradition. But then later on that day, we had Destin Dern
Yes.
That's
and
right.
Bailey.
and Bailey come.
That was so much fun. They pitched it to us. Like, hey, like we want to come down.
Yeah, we're friends with Destin and Bailey. We met them at Comic-Con. And I was texting them because they're fans of Mega64. Destin, I don't know if you know, he's a huge
Yeah.
Mega64
Yeah.
fan. And I was like, you want to come hang out and like check out the room? He's like, that'd be awesome. And I was like, do you want to go in the room? Because even people were like, oh, Destin could come like do a kickflip in the room. He's like, I would love to go in the room and I'm going to plan some stuff. And I was like, go for it. We're open to anything.
Mhm.
So he showed up with a list of probably like 20 ideas. And
Yeah.
we went down the list of all of some of them worked, some of them didn't work. He was also in the chat sending TTS.
Okay.
And so he was like teasing Rocco, like, hey, Bam's in the parking lot. He
Yes,
wants to
he
see you
set
right
that up.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are familiar with Destin's channel. He has this YouTube channel called the Dern Brothers. His brothers are pro skaters. They're with Zero and Heroin skateboards. They know all these famous skateboarders. They're friends, like legitimately
friends
with Bam Margera. They film Castle Bam and Phil and April. Like they're huge CKY fans.
Bam, there's pictures of him wearing our shirts. That's
Yeah.
because of Destin. Like,
Yeah.
He gave
He's bridged the gap between us and Bam Margera. He's brought us one step closer. And I'll let you know privately, privately.
Yeah.
He told me, he was like, I was trying to get Bam to come into the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
He was down here in Southern California, but he left because he lives in Florida, I
Mm.
think. He's like, he flew out like a day before you guys started.
Damn.
But I feel Rocco was in his mind convinced, like, hey, at some point, like they're bringing Destin's here, like they're bringing Bam in.
Well, Destin kept saying, like, I'm
And
going to
he-
Bam.
yeah.
He played it up and he made that bit
Well,
go so
he
well.
even said, okay, so there was a moment where I came in with Rocco and you locked me in the room, Derek,
Oh, yeah.
with like sandbags. And
Yeah.
it's really funny
Oh yeah, we blocked the door.
how my brain instantly switched from being like, I can leave whenever I want to I can't
Oh,
to
you
being
seem
like,
so panicked.
like, oh, this sucks. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like I hate this. Like I can't leave and I want to leave.
Well, roommates.
Yeah, I know. I
Exactly.
got,
You got a little
I got what I
That's what we
wanted.
kept saying.
I
like,
know. You put in the chat. I was like, God damn it.
Dude, and they hit you with all that Padres
I know.
trash. Just-
I know. But like it was interesting. So I saw in the chat, they said like it was a thing from Destin. It's like, hey, I'm out in the parking lot. Bam's here. Like, come out and see him. We have 5 minutes. Come and say hi. I'm like, okay. I tried to shut the door. I'm like, I can't fucking,
got
so you
you.
even didn't know.
I can't get out.
he got
So
you.
the prank was mainly on you because Rocco
worked.
never had a chance.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I
Exactly.
can't. Okay.
Even that night, you texted me. Bam wasn't really there, right?
yeah.
So Destin got a video from Bam making fun of Rocco about cranking his hog. And then he showed up and he was like, well, I used to host these events in nightclubs where I would put a blindfold on people and make them taste things and try to guess what's in their mouth.
That was so funny.
And I was like, what is, he pulls out as soon as he pulls out a plunger,
that
I'm
was
like,
so funny.
yeah, we're doing that bit.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I want to do CKY trivia and have Rocco like eat the bomb. You
Oh.
know, he basically is like, I want to do like a version of Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, that might be too far.
Yeah.
But tell you what, you can go in there and try it. If Rocco doesn't want to eat the bomb, that's on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely regular hot sauce.
Yeah.
The way they phrased it and the way it went, I feel like it couldn't have been better because if any of us were in that situation, we would have gone easy on him.
Yeah.
Destin can get away with it maybe because he doesn't know Rocco as well.
He doesn't work with him every day.
He doesn't work
Yeah.
with him every day. So
And
he's like,
channeling CKY.
yeah. So he's
Yeah.
like, no, this is that first fucking dollop was
huge.
insane.
Oh.
Oh, and
my
I
God.
could tell.
Oh, yeah.
Rocco.
Oh, yeah.
He was fucked up.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
He
But he
was-
can't get mad because it's like,
He can't get mad.
it's not us doing it to him. It was
Yeah.
Destin. It
And
was so
Destin
perfect.
legitimately gave him like a shirt Bam had worn.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
out of his personal wardrobe.
That is from Bam's closet.
Yes.
That shirt
That's
was
real.
from Bam's
So
closet.
I think he kind of bought some good grace with Rocco.
You gotta earn
and
it.
maybe Rocco was thinking like, well, if I do this, I might get something even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Destin ultimately gave him a $15 Whopper gift card.
Yeah, better.
Yeah. But Rocco, his stomach was rumbling for the rest of the night.
I mean,
Yeah,
bet.
I went
he
to the store and got him Pepto
ate a
Bismol.
Oh, yeah.
lot.
He felt better by the end of the night.
Yeah.
He
I
did.
mean, as he said too, like it was insanely hot. He said it was worse than the 1 chip challenge off the bat, but he said that afterwards, like he didn't have the 1 chip like ruined his like whole
Guts.
weekend.
Yeah.
Whereas this didn't do that. It was like I was fine
A
after
couple
a while.
hours.
Yeah.
And Destin was doing it with him. So
That's
there is
true.
that. They were
Yeah.
going through it
That's
together.
true. And if Destin didn't do it with him, I think it'd be a little more fucked up. But it's like, no, he did too. It's like Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was great. And then he left. And again, I was like, it's just cool having you around if you want to hang out. He's like, well, I'm filming some stuff, but I might be able to come back on Tuesday. So it was like, all right, well, if you can come back later, go for it. He did end up coming back.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit later down the road.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But the following day, where are we? I think I've lost track. We had Rapunzel.
That's right.
Mhm.
Rapunzel showed up. And a lot of people at
Yeah.
home said Rapunzel was their favorite guest.
That's amazing. That's
a lot.
awesome.
Aw.
It's a lot,
Not that
yeah.
Rapunzel was bad, but I just felt like of everything we did, a princess putting flower makeup on Rocco,
I know.
like that took the cake for some people.
She was just sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Garrett booked Rapunzel.
Yes.
Yeah, Rapunzel is my friend Abby, who trains in pro wrestling with me down at Primal,
Yeah.
and
And I want to say,
I found out. Oh yeah,
I think that's important because some people were like, you guys were so fucking mean to Rapunzel. But they don't know. It was like, well, she trains to be a pro wrestler. Like she's heard it all.
yeah.
Yeah.
She, and she's a homie. She got the the assignment because I let her know. Like a lot of the people we book through an agency, they don't look at the stream or anything because I send that link to their boss, but their boss didn't forward it to,
Yeah. We still warn everybody before they come in.
Yeah.
here.
And we show them up in the crow's nest, like, hey, you can look down and see what's going on. And Abby checked it out and totally got the assignment and knocked it out of the park. Because she does, when we found out that that's what she does for a living, the kids' parties, it was like, oh, please, like, if you could do, I think, like, some hair braiding. We have the Terry.
We got the long wig.
The Terry wig that we used in our SNK video last year. Like, we put that on him.
Yeah.
Wait, so that was our wig?
That was our wig.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she brings a wig to every performance and like gifts it to the child. I was like, wow, that's so cool.
Great
I
service.
workshopped because she was concerned, like, hey, I've never done anything like this with 15 little girls at a party. I can fill an hour on just face painting alone.
Right.
So we workshopped some stuff like, okay, well, we have this wig. You could teach them how to braid hair.
Yeah, so that was the wig I wore in that Fatal Fury video.
Ooh, fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact.
We'll do some other activities, because she doesn't do balloon animals like say Misfit did last year.
Right.
But I thought that worked great. And then ending it with the song and the duetting.
That was great.
Yeah, so good.
Everybody in the chat too was like, "Oh my god, she could sing!" Like it was really sweet.
I didn't even know how the angle of the chat making fun of the situation was going to go, but it turned into like, "Hey, Rapunzel, this guy's a Disney adult. He's in love with you," and that was something I didn't foresee. And the chat started leaning into that more. So then I'm flying in paper airplanes that describe what a Disney adult is, and it's a picture of Rocco with the 2 fucking magic keys.
That's so funny. Sometimes when the guests are in here, I miss them because I'm working on stuff behind the scenes.
Yes.
And I did miss a portion of Rapunzel face painting Rocco because I was working so hard to try to find a skim wing Tangia that I could make before the act ended. And I got it out right at the very end.
Right at the end.
Which was, there's not a lot of videos of the skim wing action figure that Rocco has hanging above his bed, which we joke is what you see when you're hanging out in Rocco's bed.
Yeah.
But I found somebody reviewing the figure and I put Careless Whisper underneath it. And I think, Johnny, you said when I hit that, you lost your shit.
I could not stop laughing. I was already uncomfortable from all the Tangias, but that was so in a different direction. It was like killing me.
For those who get the skim wing reference, that was for you. She was great. And then I think she was topped by the other guest that day, which was the snake handler.
Oh, the reptiles were the same day. That's
I forgot that was the same day.
Yeah, because Rocco was wearing all the wigs and makeup with the snakes falling all over.
Right.
Was that Chad?
He was a Chad and his name was Chad.
And his name is Chad.
Hey, I have to hand it to Rocco.
Yep.
I have to say explicitly, our boy manned up.
That was my most proudest moment.
Did not know
Mine
how
too.
he was going to do at all.
I have a lot of respect for Rocco. He finally earned my respect, people.
Finally.
No, I love Rocco and we worked together a long time, but I was thoroughly impressed with how he handled himself during the set. I didn't think he would handle it that well.
Neither did I.
And
he toughed it out.
We splurged for the Fluffy, the last snake.
Yes,
that was a lot.
did.
That was more money.
That was the upgrade.
That
We
was
had
the
to.
upgrade.
We had to.
And the gigantic lizard. Those two were the ones like, hey, for this much more, they'll bring this. Like, dude, we got to.
We
have to. But I thought the first snake was gonna freak him out, and then when we got to the last one, he was gonna like legitimately like use his safe word.
No,
And
I thought it was either that or the tarantula.
He handled all of it.
Yeah.
And Destin and Bailey had come back that day to hang out.
And we
it was
thought
smart.
we thought it'd be funny to have them come in and say we have a special guest, because then you think, okay, now it's Bam.
It's Bam.
It's a reptile guy instead.
The worst possible thing.
Which everything that happened previous, Rocco was afraid there was like the ventriloquist cases. Rocco was
He thought they were snakes.
He was sure there was snakes.
And I kept playing. There was that "If I Was a Fish" song, but I found she had a song about snakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was like, well, I have to add this just to plant the seed.
Just to gaslight him.
I added Snake Eater.
The whole
Yeah.
we were breadcrumbing little snake references in the Tangias.
Just to make him sweat a little.
Psychological warfare.
Oh.
And I was doing news updates pretty much from day one, which is like, snakes are coming, guys. Like 10-foot python has been booked. Not for today, but it's on the way.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Letting the people at home see that.
Yeah, and it wasn't a lie. So
It was the truth. I don't even have a lot to say about the snake thing because he just handled it so well.
He told me on the car ride home, he's like, I honestly was fine with all of it. He's like, that fucking toad was
Yes.
the
Frogs. Yeah.
He's like, that was the slimiest, smelliest thing. That sucked. He's like, but everything else was totally great.
I walked out of that thinking we should get him a turtle. Like he seemed like
He
really
loved that
little
pancake turtle.
He loved he loved all of them. He liked the big lizard that kissed him on the fucking face.
I got to hold that big snake for a long
So
ass
did
time.
Sawyer, yes.
You know what I thought was really funny is he put the giant snake on Rocco and everything seems to be cool. And I'm surprised. I was like, this is going really well. And then Rocco's like, so you ever have any interesting stories?
That was
And
crazy.
Chad
Holy
proceeds to tell a
shit.
story about how one time a kid was wearing that snake and it started biting everybody.
It bit the grandpa. It bit
Yeah.
the kid.
It bit the kid on the leg. It bit
Holy
me.
shit.
It bit the grandpa. And I was thinking like, that'd be
Oh
the
my
last fucking
God.
story I'd want to hear.
Yeah.
If a snake is coiling
Get this
around
the
my neck.
fuck off of me.
I couldn't believe that he started telling all of those horror
Oh my
stories.
God.
The whole last act was him telling about all the stuff that went wrong. And that's when I really did realize like these animals are so unpredictable. Like that easily could have
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
in here.
I was holding that fucking big yellow snake
Yeah.
for like 20
So
minutes.
long.
Wow.
And to the point where even Johnny was like, wait, are they going to get it off of Meg? Like, and then I was eventually like, I have to like, it
You know
was
what's-
heavy.
Yeah.
Also, too, you at that point did not realize
At
you
that
were
point,
sick.
I was sick. And
You
I
did not know, but that snake took all of your energy.
No, I left the room and I was like, why am I so tired? Like my arms hurt. And then I went home and I was like, oh, I'm fucking sick. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Rocco
You got snake flu.
said he knew he was in trouble though when he looked up in the crow's nest and saw my kids and Destin looking down at him. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's coming my way, but I'm not excited.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he handled it great, and that I think was a legendary.
I again,
Yes.
so proud of him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So proud.
So that was everything for day 6. And then the next day, I think we had what a lot of people consider to be their favorite guest of the stream and of all time,
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Now,
Don't say it twice.
it's so funny because this has become a legendary thing. I was at a funeral that day. I'd never watched back. I didn't see that. I completely am in the dark. I just know that Beetlejuice was a fucking thing.
Yeah, no, I had it on for a little bit because that was my first day out. And I ended up talking to Garrett on the phone and I was like, what happened with Beetlejuice?
Yeah. I kind of asked too, because I booked him through the same agency that we were booking some of the other talent. And when, I got him here, set him up, threw him in there, and then I was running around doing other stuff. So I even asked Derek, like, hey, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's my take on it. Beetlejuice he kind of flopped with the fans, and I think he did pretty good, honestly.
Oh,
Okay.
I think he did a great job. And he told me, he's like, this is the first time I've done this character.
yes.
Oh,
He told me a
no.
lot.
And I told him, I was like, bro, it can be as simple as a hangout session. Like, go in there, sit in his chair, fucking eat his food,
yeah,
start
we kind
going
of,
through his shit.
a lot of people in the
Okay.
chat were like, he came in and was bullying Rocco. It's like, but he was instructed to do that by me and Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
we
also,
paid him to do
He's
that.
Beetlejuice.
He's Beetlejuice.
Yeah, and he didn't really know what he
goes
was
with the
getting
most.
into. I feel bad because he was the only guest who kind of left the room with like a bad vibe.
Oh,
He was, yeah.
He got out of here pretty quick. He seemed pretty disappointed. He was like, I hope that was good. I hope.
And we were reassuring him, like, dude, you did great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And that's when he
we need
started
the chat to hate you.
kind of
Aw.
making apologies for. He was like, I've never done this character before. I'm usually the Grinch.
Yeah.
He's like, that's why usually the guy who plays Beetlejuice is Micah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
The other guy that we
Oh.
love.
Oh,
no.
And he's
okay.
like, so I've never done this character, but Micah wasn't available, so they asked me to do it. I usually do children's parties. I've never done something for like an adult. So I'm trying to come up with adult humor. Maybe some of it didn't land very well. And then I just kept researching. I was like, no, you were funny. It was great. It was exactly what we were looking for. And he was like, okay, thanks. And then he like walked out almost without getting paid. And I was like, well, let me pay you.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
he was like, oh, yeah, here's my Venmo. I was like, all right. And I'm typing it. And then he's like out the door. I'm like, this guy wanted to get out of
He
here.
wanted to get the
Oh,
fuck out.
man.
No.
Wow.
He felt really bad.
Is it just because of like reading chat and shit?
I believe that it wasn't the TTS or anything like that. I think it was reading the
Okay.
chat.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, when you're in this room for the first time and you have a chat of 3,000 people.
And you've
It's
never
a
had that
lot,
ever
yeah.
happen
You've never
before.
experienced 3,000 people watching and commenting on what you're doing
On your
in real
performance, yeah.
time. Some people don't know how to handle that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's easy to be like, don't read the comments, but you're a performer.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Imagine
Yeah.
you're doing a play and the audience has a live chat where you can
Shit.
read what they think about your
You
performance
fucking suck.
live while you're doing it. Mr. Mark fumbled your line. This actor fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It would get into your head.
Okay.
And I think it got into his head a little bit.
Damn.
But all that being said, I think he didn't do that bad. It just probably, I think he felt bad about his performance. And then the chat.
The chat didn't help.
Laid into him. But I think it became,
Ah.
I tried to make it a bit of like how bad Beetlejuice was.
Mhm.
But he really wasn't that bad. I really, respect him as a performer coming out and doing that. And I think he was great. Following that, maybe people's favorite. A lot of people say favorite guest, Miss Smith, the art teacher.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Miss
And
Smith.
had Rocco paint.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Oh,
I have to get up.
oh, wait. Oh.
Oh, it's broken.
It's priceless.
There.
This work of art here. I'm glad I saved this from getting destroyed.
This is a really good eyeball.
Yeah.
It is.
This might be the best thing Rocco's ever painted.
Yeah.
What?
Wiggle a cable.
Is that better? Hold on, everybody. Hold on. We back? We back?
Hey.
We good? This might be the best work of art Rocco's ever. Where did Sean go? Did he go?
I don't know.
He ran out of here. If he's looking for the other painting, it's in my office. He's not going to find it because he doesn't know it's there. Miss Smith, Barbara, is a friend of mine. And it was interesting because after Destin was here, Destin runs a successful YouTube channel and gets millions of views. And I was just picking his brain. I was like, what do you think about the show? Like, how do you think we can make it better? We've only been doing it for a few days. And he was like, honestly, everything you're doing is good. I would just say more. Like, any time you can have somebody in there new interacting with Rocco, getting him off his feet, getting him out of his comfort zone, that's great. Just get him up and doing stuff. And so I really started racking my brain. Yeah, we're contacting performers, but I know a lot of people who just have talents.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is a contortionist
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
who I tried to get to come. She wasn't available. But then I was like, well, Barbara is like a really good artist. She has an art degree. Maybe she could just come in and teach her. And she had also been watching the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And so I was like, could you come and teach Rocco, like give him an art lesson? And she was like, yes, absolutely.
Aw.
And she prepared with like 1 day's notice. She went out, bought all these art supplies, and she came in and she rocked it. I think when people ask, like, how does 6'7" fit into, and she, was like, well, 6'7" has its roots in the Dadaism movement. I feel like that's when she won the chat over.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And she's a middle school teacher, so she can handle,
She's heard it all.
rambunctious crowd of young
Mhm.
jokers out there. And the art was awesome.
It
Oh,
looks so
yeah.
cool.
Where'd you go?
Edipy.
Oh.
We could take a break.
No.
Okay.
I wasn't there I was at the funeral still, so I missed this one anyways.
You missed the art
I
school.
waited specifically for the day that I wasn't there.
Who died?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, no.
Was it sad?
It was sad. It was
Aw.
sad. But at the end, they did have a taco truck. So
Oh, man.
You know.
Oh, rich guy passed away.
I ate good.
No shaved ice, though.
No shaved ice.
Okay.
Next time.
Not that rich.
Yeah.
So then we had another impromptu guest. I don't know who booked this act, but it was the monkey from the film Primate.
Oh.
Why does the monkey kill?
Why does he kill?
Why does the monkey kill? Somebody asked, because we're taking questions from our Patreon, which we'll get to at the end of the show, but somebody asked, why does the monkey kill? And I don't have an answer. Does anybody?
I saw Primate.
What is this bit? I don't even know where this came from.
The monkey gets rabies.
I know where the bit came from.
Hydrophobia.
did the
Johnny,
bit
where did that come from?
I walked in and one guy kept doing that on TTS, and I kept being like, "Bro, none of us give a fuck about Primate."
It was you who said it?
And then it caused the chat to keep doing it,
Oh, my God.
and I was like, "I
Johnny.
can't hear about this Primate movie," so that it just like didn't end for the rest of the stream.
Hell yeah.
Why does he
Johnny.
kill?
Yeah, that was just like a little little segment where it's like, this is gonna last 2 minutes, but yeah, everyone kept talking about Primate. I think a couple days earlier, me and Meg were complaining because like he's fucking. Why is he laying on the floor?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm gonna put a lucha mask on. Meg, come in and be a referee. I'm gonna pin him.
Yeah.
So it was something like that where it was like everyone keeps talking about this fucking monkey thing from Primate. Next time it goes, I'm gonna put the chimp suit on and just go maul his ass.
Now, yeah.
You went hard.
Yeah.
I think you were Rocco's least favorite guest.
Yeah, maybe.
He tried to kill.
I
A monkey with rabies is not a fun time.
I did ask him, I was like, hey bro, like I didn't realize I kind of muffed up your glasses. Is that all okay? He's like, no, it was fine. It was fine. He told me it was okay, but yeah, he was in the chair. So I jumped on top of his, I'm like standing in his lap and just attacking
no.
like the monkey,
A primate.
like the primate.
That was crazy.
Well,
Holy
but then
shit.
I pulled him backwards and onto the floor.
so I have a confession to make. I'm a little bit petty with the room. When Rocco's in here, I go a little extra hard on him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yes, that is
Yeah.
true.
We say that you go into room mode.
Yeah,
delight him.
Derek in room mode, honestly, is a little like, it's not the same Derek that we know.
It's a different Derek.
Different Derek.
Whoa. Do you guys, did I overstep a line?
That
No.
that's,
No, but you
that's
just-
the other Slack that you're not in, where we just talk about how crazy you are.
It's just the energy is shifted,
Yeah,
Yeah, well, he's in here for a purpose, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes the purpose gets lost.
Yeah.
We're here to stream a guy who's trapped in a room and the chat interacts with him.
Yeah.
That's kind of the goal. And I feel like if you don't stay on top of it, that goal disappears,
Yeah.
it vanishes.
It wavers.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I noticed, I would even argue like he shouldn't have his Switch 2 in there. And I get he needs to pass the time, but I'm like, a Switch 2 is a fucking modern convenience. Like, what's that gonna add? Anyways, I was watching the stream and he whipped out his Switch 2 and he's playing some RPG game. And I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
And then they're just watching him playing RPG. Like, he's not engaging with it. He's kind of like not paying attention to the people at home. He's paying attention to his game. But I noticed whenever anybody would play a Tangia, he would stop playing his game. He would wait for the Tangia to end before he would continue with his game.
Okay.
So I was like, the pettiness, Derek mode started going in my brain. And I was like, well, let me just find the longest fucking Tangia available on the fucking website and I'll just play that. And then he won't be able to play his little fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Irish wedding at 5 a.m.
That's how
Oh,
it came to be.
Origins.
5 minutes long? Yeah, we're going to
Yeah, we're
add that
doing it.
one.
Oh,
Yep.
Little did I know
But you started.
Holy
that would go
shit.
on to become, and you know what? I said, 5 minutes is a bitch. I'm going to set this to $100.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to make it available. Nobody's going to buy this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way we had Tangia set up was, and this was kind of, you're limited in the system of what you can do. You could manually change the prices on everything, but it would take forever.
It's a pain.
And we didn't want Rocco to have to suffer through endless Tangias at night when he was sleeping. So we came up with the solution of, we'll make the Tangias full price at night when you're sleeping, and we'll make them a little more expensive. But during the day, we'll
It's
keep everything on fire sale.
half off.
Yeah.
And when we discount at 50%, that'll basically be regular price.
sure.
Yeah.
So even though I set the Tangia to $100, most of the time it was discounted 50%.
But
Okay.
still, 50
$50
bucks.
for
That
5 minutes.
song is
Yeah.
crazy.
I didn't know this, but I guess Tangia takes a cut. So it's actually more expensive. The $50 is in bits that goes to us, and then Tangia. So it was actually closer to like $65
Yeah.
for people to play that.
That's crazy. I love that song.
I
That
do too.
song fucking rules.
What?
That girl singing, I love. I don't know what it is. Am I Irish? I don't know. Rocco was so
Oh.
mad. I'm like, keep playing it.
I
No,
mean,
that's great.
I told these guys when I was a child, I took Irish step dancing lessons.
Yeah.
So it took me right back home.
You William Flattery.
Yeah, you could argue that was the song of the year. Oh ho, the Rattling Bog.
I did not like it at
No.
all. I
It's
don't know how.
long.
I don't know how you're saying you enjoyed that.
When I
song.
was building Legos, they had it set up in a queue for 4 times in a row, and I was like, "Don't stop, keep going." I like
Well,
this.
it reminds me of There Was an Old Woman Who Swallowed a Fly. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like a fun song.
Yeah,
If you can understand what they're saying. It took me a couple listens to figure out the words.
visually getting to see Tangia's over and over and over again, you just start to key in and notice like other things. Like I was watching the woman to her right where she's just like touching her husband and like she's got like a sports coat and a very short haircut. And I'm like obsessed with that woman and how she's into it for the first like 2 verses and then she stops singing. And, but I start to
saying like the bride and groom looked like they were having sex.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting on her lap.
Yeah.
Oh shit, or vice versa.
Yeah, who's rattling that bog? Let me tell you.
Oh, shit.
I think somebody somebody on Reddit at some point calculated how many times that song was played, and it was in the hundreds.
that's
my God.
crazy.
It was in the hundreds.
Should Johnny talk about the 5-minute sale that he put on it?
I mean, if you want to get that's way later,
He
but
complained about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, later on, Johnny, what'd you make it? $5
yeah, well, subs were still counting to the timer.
by accident.
By accident. That
And
was a glitch.
so the chat was ready to fucking cut my head off
Why?
when I switched it back to the normal amount.
Oh, but
time.
it was a glitch.
And so I was like, well, I'll appease them. I'll make it, $5 for the next hour. And the chat doesn't give me credit. Like I know how horrible that was going to be. They thought I just assumed no one would buy it. But yeah, Rocco and I had to listen to that song for 2 hours straight.
Oh, so you really like that song?
Shit.
Dude, it was like Rocco was so sick, and by the end he kept going like, Johnny, we can't be doing this.
Can't be
And
doing
I was like, I don't know.
I kept checking in from home during that moment too, and it was so funny because Rocco was still in drag makeup.
Yeah.
And so he looked miserable.
Rocco in drag listening to 2 hours of Rattling Bog. See, this is the most artistic stream we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have to announce a cutoff at a certain point, and Sean came in and made the announcement like, you have 15 more minutes to add timer to the clock, and then we're going to end it.
Mhm.
And then you left for 15 minutes. And then while those was being added, they were asking Rocco, like, what's your favorite theme song of all time? And he kind of casually mentioned, he's like, I don't know, but the Game of Thrones theme song, I'm fucking done with that.
Mhm.
And anytime he would mention something like that on stream, I would immediately Google,
Oh.
like, okay, that's going to be a
I
Yeah.
did the same thing. I did the same thing with the SpongeBob the musical guy.
Yes.
He made one reference to it, and I immediately added it. And he
Yeah.
went, "Why did I say anything?"
Why
Yeah.
did I say
Same with the
Yeah.
Wordle thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And people at home know when you play a Tangia, sometimes it's backed up in the queue. So I added the full Game of Thrones theme song, and then I hit play on it, and I'm waiting. And then Sean goes back in. All right, the time. The timer is. Oh. And I think I upset Sean.
You did.
Oh,
I
no.
left the room and I yelled at Derek. But I was mad. That's true.
Oh, you was
Why?
mad.
I was mad because I felt like every time I would go in the room, it would always, you would play, and because it says Mega64 podcast sent, and it's the one of you, this woman yelling, "You're a fucking loser. Sit down, you loser." And you played that so many times when I was in the room that I felt like this was one last thing where it's like, all right, I'm not coming to this fucking room anymore then.
Okay,
You got targeted.
let me clarify that, okay?
Okay.
Somebody had sent that as a TikTok to me
Okay.
and said, you should play this for Rocco as a Tangia. I think it would really upset him.
Okay. Well,
Which a lot of people send me Tangias.
sure.
And I'm just looking for and that woman screaming, I was like, this is so grating. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be so personally offensive to just have that woman screaming, but it was never directed at you.
Well,
I will have you say,
Well, yeah.
because I just think sometimes you would come into the room, Rocco would just like start vegging out on his phone or something. And like, oh, shit.
we got it.
Nobody's even touching it.
Good. Keep talking there.
Hi, can you hear me? Whenever you were in the room, he would start vegging out on his phone and
Yeah.
again, just like not engaging with the chat. So that's when I would hit it.
Yeah. Well, this is my point, and I see what you're saying now, and we talked about it afterwards.
We talked it out, you guys.
Aw.
But I took it as like, oh, Derek's trying to get me out of the room because he wants just Rocco in there. And that's his way of doing it. So then I thought the Game of Thrones thing was another thing. It's like, okay, I'm just trying to tell the chat, I guess I'll fucking leave. But then we talked about it and it was all.
Yeah.
But this is my point of why I can't handle being in the room.
Well, I did do one Tangia just to spite you.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it affected you.
Oh, that was the Lego one?
Oh, yeah. Well, there was that one too.
What was the Lego one?
The Lego was like talking about.
I found a British guy saying that he's done with Legos.
Because he's
I
like,
remember that. Yeah.
No more brick Legos.
Yeah.
I also found a different British guy saying he hates Power Rangers. The British people, it's funny because whenever there's a fandom and you want a clip of a guy being like, fuck this fandom, it's always a British
It's
guy.
the British.
Oh,
Dude.
Yeah.
So
shit.
I was like, Power Rangers sucks. And I looked at all these YouTube videos and it was just some British guy. Power Rangers is shit.
Shite.
They hate everything.
No, but I looked up Padres podcast.
oh
That
my
one.
God.
These three
Hey.
fucking,
Oldest man
three
I've ever
fucking
seen.
dorks talking about
Yo,
the Padres.
You know what's funny is that I would rather listen to the Goose song 1,000 times. And only because it was so boring.
Oh my
What are they
God.
even talking about?
Yeah, and that was the genius of that clip. It's the oldest man on earth. I don't even know what they're talking.
You can't throw a
It's just
fastball. Her
spring.
SBP's velocity is 85 miles an hour. You got to have some movement on that, or it's not going
That
to do
guy
shit.
can't even move.
What I thought during spring training, there's absolutely different during the main season.
He was there when baseball was invented.
He thought Padres were actual Padres.
yeah.
From the
Yeah,
1600s.
The Padre.
Yeah.
But I don't. That was boring. I don't think it got played very much.
No, it did.
No.
Don't worry.
Oh, really?
It
Oh,
did?
Derek, yes.
But I feel like Rocco hated that too because
When-
it's just baseball.
Ever,
talk.
I think that probably played for me at least 20 times. Like
Oh my
a lot of
God.
times.
Oh,
This-
shit.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's
that
a long
actually,
clip.
that clip made me feel good about our podcast because I was like, not everybody's got it. Not everybody can do a podcast.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
Yeah.
Proof.
it'd be like if we were talking like this the whole time.
Yeah. Rocco's
Stats.
velocity is only 85 miles an hour.
RBI.
Ew.
He's gonna have to pitch harder.
Every time
and
they
faster.
played Rattling Bog, I kind of liked it. It's like
Yeah, it was-
Jesus
When I went
Christ.
to the country club.
We make it look easy.
Yeah.
The country club.
Well, let me apologize
Well,
for anything that you
also-
thought was directed at you.
Sorry for yelling at you. It was funny though. We hashed it out originally and we had a guest coming in right then. I forget who it was. But we were both running in different directions. And then Derek was like, sorry, that was just a joke. I'm like, okay, well, we'll talk about it later. Like, as we're running, like, to get the next thing done.
See, I like when Derek plays specific stuff for people other than Rocco who are in the room.
Yeah.
Because like when I'm on the PPS prank call, I am waiting for the shut up, bitch, and I'm like looking forward to like
That's a Meg creation.
when's the Rock gonna come in here and tell me to shut the fuck up?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I
you
loved-
did another prank call
Yeah.
on the PPS,
Yeah.
and I think me and Meg were in there
Oh,
again.
yeah.
So
At
good.
this point, we're just directing that at the person on the other.
yeah.
Of
We're just-
course.
and you guys handled it a lot better this year. Of don't worry about that.
See, I think last year I honestly didn't know what was happening, and it was like,
you were caught off guard.
Yeah.
is that Derek doing it? Is that someone else? Yeah, caught off guard. This year it was great, and man, we had such a good sport
Oh
on
my
the
God.
phone.
That guy was great.
Oh yeah.
I will say, and they're talking about it in the chat, a Tangia that truly surprised the fuck out of me. And I guess Buzz McFly, I thought it was Ellipsoids, and maybe I'm wrong here. Played this happy birthday song.
That was Ellipsoids.
That was Ellipsoids.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever talking about that publicly, that song is like the worst song in the world to me.
Okay.
And when it first played, I was beyond shocked. Like, how?
How'd they know?
Did you shrivel up inside?
I did. I'm like, how did they? How? But then they said, I guess I said it on Record Club one time. But it's like, damn, that's a deep cut.
yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
how I felt about all the BK jingle, the Whopper,
Well,
Big Mac
so
Whopper.
I added
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And
because-
Rocco was like, how do they know I
How
hate
did they
that song?
know?
And I was thinking behind the scenes, like,
You talk
fucker,
about
how
it.
do we know?
You always
Every
talk
listen
about
to
time
you.
you see a Burger King on the street, you talk about how you hate that jingle.
it. When
Yeah.
we would work out in the backyard, that would come on TV, and he would always What is this fucking stupid ass fucking rapper? This fucking doesn't even rhyme. This idiot.
It'll be out of nowhere. We'll just be quietly driving down the road and be like, you know, I fucking hate Whopper, 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 Whopper. Fuck that song.
Yeah, it was.
No.
It's
So-
like he gave that one to us on a silver platter.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And then we fed him a lot of Whoppers. And he says he hates Whoppers. He ate a lot of Whoppers.
Well, he didn't know.
Hey, I had a Whopper that week.
It was
pretty
fine.
good.
It was fine.
Yeah, I
Flame
had
Royal.
like 3 Whoppers that week.
Yeah, it was good.
I think I like Whopper. I think we did a lot for Burger King stock. It went up.
Finally.
Yep.
I think a lot of people at home were getting Whoppers last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who found the Sharp family? Was that John?
That was Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Well done. And
Thank
also,
you.
God damn it.
Holy shit.
That was next level evil shit. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
I used to like that Kate Bush song.
I found a woman who was parodying them, like making
Oh.
fun of that video. And then I went to the original video. I'm like, this is horrible.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, in a
no.
way, that was kind of the overarching, that was the shot that went the farthest because that clip led us to finding other Sharp family clips.
Yeah.
Which were made Rocco cringe just as much. So then we got a cameo from the Sharp family.
Yes.
I was the one who got that cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever
And
play the full thing?
One time I
Oh, you
did
did?
on the
Okay.
last day with about 10 minutes left to go of the room. I played the full thing. But up until that point, I was just sprinkling segments of it because I was like, ooh, psychological warfare. He won't know what this is, but they keep saying his name.
His
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Roccoing up
Roccoing.
that hill is so
Yeah.
stupid.
And that was Johnny's idea. Is like, you should get him to sing, keep rockoing up
You know
that
what
hill.
though? Like to the Sharp family's credit, they did a good job with that. Like
Yeah.
I mean, like I was trying to think like keep rocking up. That's so weird to say. It doesn't fit at all, but they made it work.
Keep rockoing up that road. Keep rockoing up that hill. And then, you know, when I'm back in Chicago, ended up being the song that we ended the whole show on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we were going back and forth. Some people wanted Kate Bush. So I found a choir singing the Fish song, like 100 people,
Whoa.
which I was like, this would be kind of pretty. But I think the Joe song was the best choice.
The Fish song
Yeah.
was the one that I would like wake up in the morning humming it and singing it before I came into work. And it's like this, I've been dreaming about this fucking
Yeah.
stupid jingle.
Oh my God.
That's very funny. Yeah, I think we made a lot of Karuk fans.
Yeah.
You know? She was the musical version of Burger King.
I have never heard of what was it Hobo
Hobo Johnson.
Johnson?
Consider yourself lucky.
That's who's a fan of that?
That's another one Johnny remembered.
Who is into that?
Johnny on day 2 was like, hey, I remember Rocco saying there was some Tiny Desk rapper that he really hated.
Well, someone found the list that Rocco had tweeted last year of his top 10 least favorite songs of all time.
What?
Why
Yeah.
would you
So
put that
easy.
out?
And Hobo Johnson was on there.
Dude, I never saw that list. We could have put all those
Oh, I
songs.
think
Oh, we did. We did.
Most
We
of them
did.
were on
We
there.
got 'em.
We
They're
did
all there.
Alabama, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like that was in there.
Yeah, all that stuff. Don't worry, we got it.
Okay,
We got
great.
'em. We got him.
Yeah,
But
Edward
Hobo
Sharp.
Johnson rose to the top. And then we started finding other songs that he had made.
And you know what the
Yeah.
thing is? I was really looking for Hobo Johnson clips to turn into Tangias. And I kind of felt bad for Hobo Johnson because he was getting so much hate in the room. And
Yeah.
I don't even think I think the band has like been broken up for years.
Well,
Good.
That clip
Good.
is like 10 years old.
I will say that there's something about the way he sings. It's like, oh, this is a guy.
Singing is generous.
Yeah, okay, rapping. This is clearly for, I think, only
Hi.
if you're a freshman in college and that is it.
Which
it is
he
for
was.
just, yes.
He was.
He was
Which
he's like
is
22 in that clip.
for that age group. That's it. Because
Ugh.
goddamn, that was
Oh.
He's
tough.
22 in that clip. And I was reading that he quit the band to go back to school. So
Well, that's good.
Wow.
Probably the right move.
Yeah.
and then I think he's touring again now,
Ugh.
but that clip is like 10 years old. So it's like
Yeah.
not everybody was like, who is this fucking guy? You know, acting like it was a new artist. I was like, that thing is like a decade old.
The lyrics and his presentation, everything is just, it's the most beta male sad boy,
It's
pathetic,
performative.
performative, like, feel sorry for me.
Feel sorry for
I'm
me.
nervous.
Fuck me,
And
please.
he was the proto beta.
It's so bad. But
Well-
getting Rocco to sing it and then turning a clip
Holy
that
like,
was
shit.
genius.
Oh,
So
God, so
Rocco
good.
is in here and every once in a while you would throw a paper airplane in here.
Yeah.
But you weren't here one day and I was like, I like the paper airplane, but I'm gonna do my own version. And I printed out the Hobo Johnson lyrics and just slipped them under the door.
That's so he know he's going to read it.
I didn't know. I thought he would just read it and be like, Yeah, Hobo Johnson lyrics. Yeah, fucking thanks. But he threw. But for whatever
He
reason,
made a point.
totally unplanned. He was like, hi, how are? And he just read them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then
I was
in 5 minutes, I got a message on Discord with the
A
music
fan.
underneath it.
That's
fan
amazing.
clipped
Yes,
it and
shouts
put it to
out.
the music,
Amazing.
and it all just came together by chance.
And then
Nobody
we heard it
planned
for
it.
the
That was
first time.
that was a happy accident. And when he heard it, he
Oh my
went,
God.
What the fuck?
But-
yeah.
they
Also-
fucking got me.
Later, he was like, I really wish I didn't yell being so alone because it was so loud.
Being so
Being
low.
so low.
Well, it's the same thing when Buddy got him to yell Santa.
Oh,
Oh my
That
God.
was immediately, I was like, we're clipping that and
Yeah.
putting that in. So speaking of music everybody loves, the mariachi band.
That
Yes.
I was so
Skipped
excited.
one.
But we skip.
Matt Watson.
Oh yeah, Matt Watson was at Super Late at Night.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Thanks, Johnny.
Matt Watson came in.
I have
Now-
some stories about that too. If you
yeah,
guys
because I
want.
think it was only you here for that,
Yeah,
right?
you had to set that
Johnny
all up.
organized
Yeah.
the Matt Watson. So I wanted to be here for that. But after actually no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something else. Go ahead. I did want to be here for that, but I wasn't.
Yeah, so I was the only one here, and I'm like a big Super Mega fan, so it was like nerve wracking the whole time because Matt kept like pushing the time. He'd be like, "All right, I'll be there at 5. Oh, I'm gonna be there at 6. Oh, I'm gonna be there at 7." And the whole time, I'm like, "Fuck, I don't know what to do."
Well,
I
he's
can't-
originally supposed to be here at 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the chat kept being like, "Oh, is Johnny the guest?" Because I would just chill on stream. But understandable, he was coming from LA. But
yeah, traffic, you can't really gauge for that.
Yeah.
But it was really funny. He got here and he was like, I'm going to do homeless guy eats crap. I'm going to do it to Rocco. I prepared everything. I have a costume. I'm like, okay, cool. He starts sifting through his stuff and he doesn't have a Ziploc bag for the fudge. And I've never seen a man, like, sorry, Matt, if you're listening, I've never seen someone have more of a breakdown
Oh,
over
no.
like a baggie. He was like, well, it's, fuck, I need the baggie. And then I was like, well, we have a Ziploc bag that we put like Keurig cups in. I'm like, oh, just use this. He's like, Johnny, that's the wrong size.
Oh wow, he was like so. Oh wow.
And
And
there's
then
a supermarket like a block away.
Yeah. And so him and their social media manager, Darwin, was there. And he was like, did you leave in the car? Darwin, go to the car. I don't know. And then they finally are ready. And then Matt goes, well, I need change. Like to give him the change.
Mhm.
And he was like, Darwin, do you have change? And Darwin's like, no. He's like, all right. Oh my God, I need the fucking change. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Eventually they get change. He walks in and does like maybe 2 seconds of it and he never busted out the change. Like it was totally fine. But
He didn't need it.
to me, the funniest element of it was he was sitting right next to the tube man. Also, again, sorry, Matt, if you're watching this. I was like, I'm gonna set off the tube man. And
That was
you.
Johnny went room mode.
and that was like the clip that was clipped out the most because I think he was like unbelievably rattled the rest of the stream.
Oh, no.
Like any noise, he'd be like, "Fuck, what is that?"
Oh
Whoa.
God.
But either way, shouts out to Matt for
Hey,
coming
that was
down.
awesome.
That was
that
so
he
nice.
came down. So cool that he was here, and he was here for a while too.
Yeah, he stayed for like 4 or 5 hours.
That's
wow.
I was
he
surprised.
he was
Yeah.
in it with Rocco. That was awesome. That was super cool.
I have like constant misconnections with that guy. This was my chance to like meet him and become friendly, and I wasn't here once again.
No.
But I'm sad, Matt. If you're watching next time, we're gonna hang out.
Yeah.
And Sean can be there too.
Oh, thanks.
if he wants.
I'll be there. Hell yeah.
So mariachi band came the following day.
That was one when Meg first showed me the list. That was my like.
That was one of
My
like,
white whale, like,
Please
yeah.
God.
I would love a mariachi band.
Yeah, and I was so sad that I had to watch it from home.
I know.
Yeah.
And they were so
They were so
fucking
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
And not only that, but they had been watching this whole time.
Are you serious?
They were watching like so much of it.
Oh
And
my
then
Since I
God.
booked him, he probably had like 4 days. And the guy I booked through sent the link to all of the members of the
Oh,
band. So a
wow.
lot of them had been watching for a few
and
days.
so
Amazing.
they were like
They knew what to expect.
They talked to
Okay.
Garrett and like, hey, will you have the sound effects on or like the smoke or the bubbles? And we're like, no, we turn all that off.
Whoa.
And they said, could you leave the smoke and the bubbles on though? And so like,
Okay.
oh yeah, we'll do that for you. Like, yeah, we want
Wow.
that. Like,
He
okay,
was
cool.
like, yeah, leave it. Don't worry about interrupting our music. It was like, well, this is one of the guests where it's like a nice thing for
Yeah.
Rocco to enjoy.
They said like, are we gonna torture him? Like, oh no, this is actually his like fun.
Yeah.
I
This is a
clearly-
good thing.
Yeah, and I clearly wanted to express that when I met all four of the guys. It's like, hey, like your art is a legitimate like reprieve for not only us but him in there. This isn't like, haha, we pranked him with annoying music. We don't think your music's annoying. We
No.
are like looking forward to this. I wanted to put that across to them as
Yeah.
not to insult them,
Yeah.
but they were such good sports either way.
They really were.
Yeah. Even from like watching from home, I could tell that they were having like a good time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They were enjoying themselves.
They were making
They're cracking
jokes.
each other up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the shit they were probably saying into each other in Spanish, I would love to know because
yeah. Yeah.
Well, we had a question on Patreon, which was, were there any acts that you tried to book that didn't work? And the mariachi band was actually a response,
that's right.
a
Mhm.
fill-in, because earlier we were trying to get like a local rock band to
Mhm.
come play.
Yeah.
There's a person in the band who was, and I'm not going to say their name, and maybe we'll get them eventually, but they were like really good friends with Rocco in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And I don't
Crazy.
think they've seen each other in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen this person perform music, and I've talked and like, oh, I used to be best friends with Rocco, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, it'd be so great to bring you in and reunite you guys. And then you perform music for
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
20 minutes,
Yeah.
you know? But we were talking to them for a few days, and
Lots of emails back and forth.
I knew kind of quickly it wasn't going to work because they were like, we would love to do this. Our setup takes an hour
Yeah.
to set everything up, and then we have to sound check.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, well, I
We-
kind of explained. I was like, hey, here's the room. Here's a picture of the room. This is more like a tiny desk performance. Like if you can do a quick setup or an acoustic thing, like that's what we're looking for. They're like, I don't think we're capable of doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry, it would be an honor to perform for you guys and for the fans, but I just don't think it's going to work this time. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So we thankfully the mariachi guys were easy to get in.
Yeah, like that was another part of like my back end planning, just to have like, here's a whole list of like alternates almost.
That spreadsheet was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I
when I was
mean,
booking people. Yeah.
Thank God. And we had like so many different options that we didn't go with, like a saxophone player,
Right.
a
Psychic.
Frank Sinatra impersonator.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then following the mariachi band, the only other guest we had that day was Rocco's parents.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
And they had been wanting to come in for a while.
Little throwback to last year as well, where
Yeah.
they came
yeah,
and
they
brought
came
him
in
dinner.
and
Who got them to record
that
Rocco's
was,
name?
That was me.
That's so smart.
That was Kevin's idea though, for the record. Kevin's like, I think it'd be really funny just to have Rocco's parents yelling Rocco.
Yeah.
And so I went to any clip we've used of them ever looking for that,
Yeah.
and I couldn't find it. I'm like, why don't I just fucking
While they're here.
reach out to him and just ask him to record on his phone.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, hey, Dick, if you're not too busy, could you do that? And he's like, not too busy to yell Rocco's name 4 times? Yeah, I'll find the time. So he messaged me back and he's like, hey, this is what we got. And it was what you heard.
Rocco.
And I'm like, dude, this is perfect.
It was amazing.
And it was to me like, yeah, Kevin had the point, like your brain is wired to wake up to that sound
Yeah.
of like your parents yelling your name. What? You know, it's like, that's what you're.
Oh, it brought me back to filming version 2 and 3 in his house.
Yep.
And we're upstairs in the bedroom getting ready to do a thing. Rocco! You know,
Yeah.
like that is how that family communicates with
And I
each
think
other.
people would play Tangiers all night to try to wake him up when it was muted, so it wouldn't work. But that one,
that
would
one
get
got
That
through.
would get
He
him.
said that would get through and get him. It's
So
funny.
bad.
I do feel like, and I think we can all attest to this, that like when you make a Tangia, you are really excited to play it for the first time.
oh yeah.
To see what he does when you play it. Like,
Yes.
Yeah. And,
And-
then usually like you play it and then chat will pick it. And then it's like, oh, a snowball effect of it for like 10 of them.
when you make one and it catches on, you do feel good. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I got
Like,
one.
Yeah.
Oh, good one.
There were a couple. Did you make any that didn't catch on? I made a bunch that didn't catch
I
on.
made a couple, but I honestly didn't make that many, and I feel like the ones I made, they did it pretty good. Like the Jimmy Fallon playing Wordle,
Oh my God.
I made that one.
The ones that I was really pushing, because you could hit test in the program and play them for free, as people
Mhm.
know, was Money Machine by 100 Gags.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Some people
That's-
out there love that song. I love that song.
It's
Some people out
grating.
there hate that song. That one didn't catch on. I put in Swang by Ray Sremmerd.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Hop up, pop up,
Yeah.
Oh.
I need him right now. I just thought that would annoy Rocco, but it didn't really catch on. Lifestyle, which is a rap song, where you can't even understand what the guy's saying. My lifestyle. I would always see people who appreciated those clips, but I was sad that they didn't become more popular.
It's funny because I started making them and then like they realized it was a Sean edit. It was the one where it was with Red Hot Chili Peppers doing
God.
carpool karaoke, which already existed.
shit.
yeah,
So
I already had a carpool
you already
karaoke
made
in
one.
there,
And
yeah.
I didn't realize. I showed it to Johnny. He's like, this already exists. I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I used the clip where their shirts were off.
Right. And so I was like, well, I'm going to find another one because he hates Californication. I'll find that song.
Mhm.
But then one of them ends with Flea going, woo! I'm like, I'm just going to repeat that. But then,
Jesus.
so when I did that, then like,
They know.
that was,
Yep.
that was a Sean thing.
I think the Tangia that made me laugh the most when I did it was I was just watching one day, playing Tangia's editing stuff, and I'm in the chat the whole stream, and somebody goes, "Hey, Derek, put in Californication." And I was like, all right. And I found that clip, Dream of Californication. And in the editing program, I was like, fuck it, dude. Max volume.
It was so blown out.
loud.
It's like
blown
distorting. It's clipping.
I could tell from the moment it hit, it was way too fucking loud, and I could not stop laughing. And people kept blasting it.
Well, ironically, me and Johnny were going back and forth fighting you on the
Yeah.
volume
Yeah.
control.
Because then I would notice it would get played. I was like, hey, it's a little quieter. And I'd go check in the volume and be lowered because Tangia allows you to augment the volume.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I agree. I can't talk to these guys. It is too loud, but it does need to be brought down to 10%. Like we could make it
did.
75%.
Oh my
It had to
god.
be.
75.
It was 2 against 1.
75% was too fucking loud. So then it was brought back down to like 20%. And Johnny had to talk to me the next day. He's like, hey, I could tell we're going back and forth on the Californication volume. I was like, yeah, I'm on the same page. Let's just find it where it's not too loud, but it's not too quiet.
Yeah.
Uh,
I had a Tangia that almost like brought the stream down.
what was that?
One thing about Rocco is like I think once a month he complains about the opening to Watchmen.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like,
yeah.
well, I gotta put that in there. And he was like, he felt like he was stabbed in the back.
Oh my god.
He was like, who did this one? He's like, I can't watch this.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh and somebody in the chat is saying Andy Milanakis.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
That's another one there. I don't know why, but Rocco has always been like, I don't like Andy Milanakis.
Yeah.
I think he just annoys him or whatever. So I put in the theme song to that show, which was really hard to find, by the way. I just scoured the internet for it. And then our stream started getting copyright claimed.
Like
Yeah.
crazy.
Somebody does not want that song out there.
That is a song that anytime it was in a clip, I realized like, oh, this isn't just like not available in Belarus, Russia.
Yeah.
It's like, no, not available to be seen anywhere. Like
Yeah.
if that clip was on the internet or YouTube, it is pulled, like
Yep.
So
non-visible.
We had to take that one off Tangia, even though it was really popular. It was like gonna kill our stream.
Yeah.
And I also, on the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Meg actually said, can you put in a Red Hot Chili Peppers compilation?
Dude, that was
no, I was
fucked
like,
up.
hey, can you put in the part where he's scatting?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
And then you-
But
you
I had
put the
previously
comp.
seen this video of somebody done a super edit of covers of the scatting of that song
Sucks.
where they're like ding dang ding dong
Yeah.
ding dang ding
You
dong.
texted me
ding,
back
dang.
and you're like, I've got you one better.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
So
And
good.
a lot of people, I think there was a question on Patreon. A lot of people in chat were like, is this racist? And my question would be, what language is that?
True. Yeah.
Chinese restaurant.
Is that racist?
Is it?
Right, May.
Sorry.
How dare you?
Could have been Mongolian.
As far as I know, Anthony Kiedis is not speaking a language or
I think he's making
referencing
sounds.
any race.
Oh my god.
So if you're asking if it's racist, you're gonna have to look within yourself for the answer to that one. I can't say.
Peer inside. Like Beetlejuice.
But
had
that
to do.
was a shouts out. That was a Catatonic Youth. They posted it
God.
on Instagram
Hell
months ago, and I
Oh
had
my
remembered
God.
seeing it and laughing so hard.
We went through a phase where we just kept going, Anthony Kiedis is scatting.
Yeah. Ding dang ding dong ding dang. So good.
Yeah.
Well, let's we've been going for a long time, but we have a couple more days. So let's do like a lightning round just to talk about
Yeah.
our favorite guests here. So we talked about his parents coming in, and then the next day, we didn't have a lot going on that day.
That Monday?
it was day 9.
Yeah.
I think it was Tuesday at this point. And then Destin came back with a Darby Allin clip.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you skip the Rebel Storm?
Oh, yeah, shit. That was Garrett.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's a great one. Garrett debuted Strife.
That was that same
Yeah.
morning.
that was the same morning, right? Okay,
Sorry,
cool.
these by the way, I want to give a shout out to 2 people on the Reddit who helped put this list together that I've been pulling from. Of course, I don't have their names here right now. I think this is it down here.
As he reaches, now the mic won't work when he comes back. But,
Well, go ahead and talk about the wrestling. I'll try to find these names.
yeah, that was something that I pitched with Rebel Storm, who'd appeared on our last 2 Christmas casts as a contestant. And actually, you know, me and Meg coming in with the luchador mask and pinning him earlier in the week, that kind of brought this idea to me. It's like, hey, fucking, we should do a wrestle. I know all these wrestlers. Let's do a fucking wrestling match.
Yeah.
I've been training and getting that Strife character ready for like 3.5 years.
A
But
long time.
Our audience has just heard me talk about wrestling for that long and not really got a chance to see it unless they're on my, you know, Instagram or they're looking at Strife's TikTok or something like that. But that for me was super, super huge. I wanted to debut that for Mega64 fans specifically. That's like the whole reason I got into pro wrestling. I'm not going to tear up the indie scene for $20 and a drive to LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to do stuff on camera with our audience, for our audience. So like really, really dream come true for me to be able to like finally debut Strife, had like a ballroom blitz type match. I got the idea from what me and Meg did earlier, but then I really looked at structuring it how we went to that Circle 6 show in Seattle.
Yeah, which Rocco loved.
He loved
Rocco
that.
absolutely loved
Famously.
it. And that was kind of what gave me the idea. It's like, okay, I'm not going to spit beer on him, but everything up to that point, like how can we involve him in it? So I talked to Rebel Storm, got him to come in here. We worked out the match. Also got another former contestant, Kevin Wrestling, to come in and referee. We were going to have Meg do it, but you were sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
May was out.
But then it allowed us, because Kevin has some training, to kind of like flavor the end of the match to where the ref's going to take a bump.
Yeah, no,
We're
that
gonna-
was great.
We're going to have to incorporate Rocco as much as we can. So like, you know, Rebel had the idea like, I got these handcuffs. Well, I'll handcuff you to him. We'll throw each other into him.
Yeah, the idea kept getting bigger and bigger. I was actually
You guys
getting
were worried.
nervous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I will tell you,
Rocco
behind the
doesn't like
scenes,
wrestling.
No, he
Whoa.
does not.
maybe he doesn't want me to say this. Our Kevin was
Oh, yeah.
nervous.
I could tell more than anyone, our Kevin was making sure I knew the safety word, making sure, like, no, don't rough him up too bad.
he was
I'm
like-
it's going to be fine. It's gonna
I
be fine.
think Kevin was like, you know, he heard tales of the Seattle wrestling show. He's like, he does not like this.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I know Kevin's listening right now, and I'm gonna speak for him because after the wrestling match, I was like, "How was that?" And he did say, "He's like, I think I was more worried than I needed to be."
Yeah.
He appreciated it.
Everyone
Yeah.
here was looking out for Rocco and was making it apparent, but I was just trying to calm everyone's nerves as well as like calm my own nerves. Because
Well, you were like, "We're gonna
get
get Rocco
Yeah.
involved in the match," and I was like, "Well, that's not gonna go well." And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We're gonna make him the ref. And I even told Petey, he's like, "We're gonna have Rocco do the count at the end." And I was like, "Well, have a backup plan if he doesn't count, because there's a big possibility." He won't
He's not
do
going
it.
to participate.
And
Yeah.
then Petey turned to Kevin. He's like, "If he doesn't count, you wake up and you count." And I
Yeah.
was like, "All right, there you got your
There
backup
you go.
plan."
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was awesome, man. I mean, Petey took such good care of me. Rebel, I mean, and then yeah, I think like that was couldn't have gone better as
Yeah,
far as like my level of training.
Yeah.
It was perfect for putting together a match, and then the subterfuge of like he's just here to train Rocco,
Yeah.
do some
Oh,
exercising.
I thought it was awesome when he came in and he was like, okay, I'm going to be the heel and I'm going to get the chat to fucking
he
hate
got
me.
that heat,
And then
so good.
He did. Like he
Yeah,
was started like talk about Rocco's weight and seeing
Yeah.
the chat's
Oh
all
my
like
God.
neckbeards. It's like,
Watching from home. What, you don't got jobs? You
yeah,
know?
it was like, oh shit. Like he's going
Wow.
hard. But then like he knew that you were going to come in and like be the hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The
that
face.
the like hours before we're getting our gear on, putting our makeup on, and we're going over the match with Kevin Wrestling, our ref, and yeah, like figuring out who's gonna play face, who's gonna play heel. We'll definitely all go in, all get some heat. You should be the face. They've been waiting to see you. And
Yeah.
once you were on Smoke and my music hit, I was just like, all right, I
It-
can't believe we're finally fucking
Not
doing
only
this.
that, but I have been on record saying I was disappointed that you won the Christmas cast again. It's like, God, we must be different. But having the belt up for making a title match was so much
Yeah,
fun.
there were
Yeah.
stakes.
That was awesome.
We had the ref disqualify, or the ref getting knocked out. Rocco had to do the count. Like Johnny had the bell up there and everything. It was, I was just
And then I thought
so happy to be able to like do
Derek,
that for our audience.
what's your name? Your character's name?
Rudy Haynes.
Rudy Haynes. That was so fucking great.
And that was the other thing. It's
So
like,
funny.
I wanted to incorporate. That's why I wanted Meg to be the ref earlier.
Yeah.
And it's like I wanted to incorporate all of us. So like, yeah, definitely we need commentary that'll hide a little bit of the match anyway if Derek's kind of commentating over it.
Mhm.
I was so stoked
Yeah.
that you guys went for that pitch.
Well, I love doing wrestling commentary. It's something me and Eric used to do at a promotion here locally in San Diego starting in 2014. So
Damn.
Yeah.
12 years ago.
it's been 12 years of doing wrestling commentary. I don't do it so much anymore. I used to do it once a month. Now it's more like twice a year.
You've
But-
commentated all 3 matches I've ever had.
oh, yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
How about that?
Hope I've taken care of you.
You have always. Oh man, on the last one, you saved my ass for no selling a choke slam. He's up, but he doesn't know where he is right now. It's like, thank you.
Well, it's so funny because Johnny heard me do commentary the first time, and then he was like, "You just bury the wrestlers." And I was like, "Well,
If it's funny though,
Yeah.
if it's funny,
I'm
that's
a heel commentator, so I talk some shit."
you made me crack up at the end. Yeah, play that super upbeat music again. And I was in the middle of cutting something, and I started giggling a little
He's
because
like, "Play my music," and the song is like,
so good, dude. I loved it.
There was one moment, and I won't expose it, but when I'm doing commentary, it's like stream of conscious, and I just talk and talk and talk and talk. But when you watch it on TV, sometimes they just don't talk and they let the wrestlers wrestle. You
Yeah.
know? And so I was doing commentary. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just let them wrestle. And as soon as I stopped talking, I could hear Petey like giving you a kind of a signal, and I was
Sure.
like, I gotta keep talking. I gotta keep talking.
That's one reason why in the planning I really wanted you to do commentary, just so we could whisper, get our shit together.
Rebel.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep exposing the business.
That's okay. We're breaking kayfabe a little.
Oh,
Go behind the scenes
I
here.
fucked up.
Yeah.
At the end, I shook their hands as a thank you, and I didn't do the second I did it was a regular handshake. I was like, oh, I forgot with wrestling, it's a light handshake. I fucked it up.
Now you're really exposing the business,
Oh
brother.
man.
So I realized like,
Not gonna work for me, brother.
Somebody
Well,
in the
that's
chat
okay.
said they remember during commentary I made a comment, not sure why we need to distract the ref in a no rules match.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I think we did everything we wanted to because like we planned the waterboarding, we planned the tube man stuff, we planned the phone bits. The improvisation of like putting the referee on the phone was a lot of stuff happening in the room. But we got through like everything we wanted to do, except for I feel like I was gonna smash him in the head with some of these VHS tapes. That was like the only thing I think we forgot.
Well, Sean will take the bump right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Oh no, just oh wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
How's that?
scary?
I'm sorry about talking about the handshake.
Got it out of my system.
He's selling it. Well, then we had another wrestler appear that day when Destin brought a clip from Darby Allin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Oh, yeah.
Destin, he knows everybody who skates, and Darby Allin's a skater. West is friends with Darby Allin too
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
skateboarding. And he got the funniest video of Darby Allin threatening to kick Rocco's
I
ass.
loved that.
In fact, I don't know if we posted that on social media yet, but we should. We'll get that out today. Go to Mega64 official on Instagram to see all of our behind the scenes
And
clips.
I love the clips that Destin made out of the stuff he was filming. like the BAM challenge
Yeah.
and then the
Yeah.
Darby
Mhm.
Allin challenge. Like I loved that he was putting those together after his appearance and
Destin's
then
so
giving
cool.
to us.
He comes in, he does these bits, he films it, then he takes the footage and he goes back and he just sits in the next room and gets to work editing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's so good.
He's just dialed in.
Fucking awesome, dude. I love Destin and Bailey are fucking awesome. They're so much fun.
And Bailey was Destin's partner. She was kind of nervous to be on camera, but she said that she really appreciated that the chat liked her.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
It made her feel really good. So opposite of Beetlejuice. Okay, and then day 10, we had a drag makeover
So
featuring Rock'em Sakura,
Yeah.
from season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Drew Paul.
Drew
Drew
Paul.
Paul.
Drew Carey. RuPaul's
Johnny-
Drag Race.
Johnny booked that.
That was all Johnny.
Are they a Mega64 fan? Is that how that came to be?
I kind of had this in the back of my pocket. Like I knew they were a fan.
Yeah.
And I had seen like other people on YouTube kind of do a similar thing. And I was like, this would be fun for the room.
Yeah.
So I reached out like kind of last minute and they were so gung ho, like, yes, I want to do this. And I was surprised, you know,
Rock 'em?
and they rocked. They were awesome.
I was
Yeah.
hanging out with Rocco before the segment, and they kind of told me, like, this is huge for me.
Really?
Oh,
Like, I've been a Mega64 fan for like 15 years.
Oh,
crazy.
Well, I will say Rebel Storm is in that kind of same boat. Like
Really?
the people that we've had come through the room that weren't booked through agencies were huge fans. I think that's
Yeah.
why they jumped at
I
the
mean,
chance.
Rockham was dropping like, oh, I go back to the Bayonetta days.
Wow,
Dang.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, those are some old videos. So they were really excited to be here.
And I think Rocco said he's like, I think he said that day was like he was most like impressed by us that day
Really?
because he was like, when this was happening, he's like, I was thinking like this is so out of our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
This is so different. Like a wrestling thing that worked, you know, it was awesome, but that plays into our-
Predictable.
yeah.
but this was so out of left field
Yes.
for us.
Mm.
But it was so great. It was,
Yeah.
and he looked
Visually,
incredible.
Amazing.
my favorite guest, my favorite bit, just the way Rocco looked and the name he picked and just everything.
Donkey Dong
Serving.
Cunty.
Hey, that was a great name too.
I really liked Sivak Ho.
Sivak
Sivak
Ho.
Ho.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
They spent a lot of time workshopping his Rocco's drag name. But
Oh,
yeah.
they settled on Donkey Dong Cunty.
It was funny. I had to like send photos of his face to them.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so Rocco didn't know what was going on, but I just walked in and said, hey, I need to take photos of your face for our next guest. The whole time he's like, what the fuck are you, like, what is going to happen?
And you told Rocco he needed to shave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like, I know he likes having facial hair, but
Yeah.
he did it blindly, had no idea what was happening.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder what he thought was going to happen.
I don't know, but it was funny because he's like, well, I'll shave my face if you get me the stuff to do it. So that night, Beckett and I showed up and just gave him the stuff and just like, hey, good luck. But this, as we were leaving, someone hit that birthday song and Beckett was like, what? Like,
Oh my
it was
God.
Oh, he
It
knew.
was funny that just that song. But yeah, he
What
was
did you give him to shave with?
a razor, shaving cream, and
Okay.
something else. I don't know.
Where'd you get that stuff from?
The grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why? Was it not good? Was he complaining?
Yeah.
Oh no, why?
He said he was like shaving with a rock or some shit.
It was a grocery store. And it's got like the nicest looking blade I could find.
Oh.
I don't
It's
know.
not his brand, dude. He's a Gillette guy. You bought chick.
I mean,
Rocco was worried that you may have not spent enough money on his razor.
Oh.
okay. The razor was like $10. I don't know.
Okay.
It's one razor.
Well, I'm glad we could settle it then.
Only 4
the
blades.
shittiest razor?
One blade.
Who said the shittiest?
That's what
razor?
the chat said.
Oh.
I don't know. I just wasn't it not chic? I thought it was like a name brand.
Well, you know, he had a difficult time shaving. He pinned it on you.
oh my god.
But you're saying it was a high quality razor, so maybe he
Yeah.
was just sleepy.
I mean, yeah.
Pressing a little
He
hard.
said it was too small.
You guys, this is the behind the scenes retrospective.
His hairs are
We're
too
going to
big.
talk about all the drama.
I just can't
and that
imagine.
includes razor drama.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I figured it out. They said he shaved for 2 hours. He was using that as a break, and
Yeah.
he used me as a scapegoat, saying that was a bad razor. But really,
Oh, that's why it took so
I
long.
bet you it was a fine razor, and he just
Shaved
took a long
Bad
time.
razor.
He was just like he went outside or some shit.
He's playing on
He
his fucking
cheated the
Switch.
system.
Well, the makeover with Rock'em Sakura was amazing.
So
Rocco's
good.
performance of Snake Eater was legendary. That's already up on our social media. And I would love to do another segment with Rock'em Sakura.
Absolutely,
Amazing.
absolutely.
They did debate if they did drag makeup on each of us who would be the prettiest, and it came down to Garrett and Derek.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to have a.
I would love to try it.
Yeah, and then we can Vogue and see.
Dude, can you imagine all of us in drag? That'd be sick. Oh, I love that.
Well, man,
Sick, bro.
the Game Girls sketch. There's something about. I forget what your character's name.
Miranda.
Miranda's lipstick just
Miranda
seals it.
Miranda's a hit.
Miranda was
That's
a hit.
right.
People like Miranda.
Yeah.
Miranda's so hot.
Yummy, super hot, double hot, drag-tacular.
Oh yeah, I loved the Halo guy voice. All the voices. Weird how Goofy rose to the top this year.
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
wasn't so much
yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger or Tony Soprano.
Something
Still,
about Goofy saying dirty shit, and going,
Yeah.
"You're dumb, fuck."
yeah, it's so funny,
So
dude.
funny.
Always makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Well, I think then our final guest
Was Leroy.
was Leroy from None Mercy.
That's
Who-
right.
Who reached out to me and was like, and he was really like, hey, I just want to staple myself in front of Rocco. And so I was like, yeah, man, like, come on down. We haven't seen Leroy in years. Like, I don't know the last time we filmed was
We
Leroy.
bumped into him at Comic-Con when he's at the Full Moon
I
booth. But
don't
that,
even-
yeah, actually,
I
that
don't-
was like 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
I think it's been like a decade.
Yeah.
And so
I've been watching him on Gnaw, his Nearly Awesome Wrestling stuff.
yeah, so
That's what it
he
is.
messaged me and was like, I have a dumb idea for a bit. And so like Kevin again and Johnny, I think we're nervous about the TOS. Like you can't like staple yourself. Like
That's
like,
the one thing, because
self-harm.
at this point, I was sick with the same thing Meg had,
Yes,
and
you were here.
I was like I did not want to contagion the room, so I was at home. And I was worried about that too. Like, is
Yeah.
Twitch going to get mad about stapling
well,
bodies?
he was aware of it. And he was
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna turn my back to the camera
Oh, good.
Okay.
and then staple myself so Rocco sees it and then turn around and have the staples in me, but like TOS won't get that. Like
Okay.
that's we're gonna skirt the system a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked.
It did work. And I think it was fine. But it was Rocco said he was like, I was just so surprised to see Leroy. I haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it was nice to have. It was, and he just did that and then like drove home. Like he was here for like 15 minutes and was like, "Hey, good seeing you." And then like that was it. Like
Wow.
it was so nice that he did that. It was
That's great.
awesome to see Leroy again.
Yeah, just in and out. And that was our final guest, and we've already talked about the ending of the show. So why don't we just reflect on? I mean, we've already kind of covered it, but did you guys have any favorite Tangias or songs that were played? By the way, I was combing through Reddit, and I did find the people who helped me. They didn't help me. They did all the work, and I'm piggybacking off of it. But it was Fruity Yummy Mummy and Randy Leahy Jr.
Hell yeah.
compiled this list of events
Nice.
of everything that happened that I've been pulling from
Hell
to
yeah.
talk about. Reddit users have also compiled a playlist of all of the music.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
It's been featured on
Wow.
the stream. They made a Spotify playlist. They missed a couple, like Swang and Lifestyle. They got a lot of them. Did anybody have a favorite song or Tangia from the week?
I really liked when he was trying to get the Bulk and Skull thing was always funny.
That was fun. Every time he
Yeah.
got food out, they'd hit the
that
Balkan
was
skull.
that was
fun.
always
That
a
was
very
good.
funny thing. I love that Irish wedding. I
That's
loved
wild.
it.
That is wild.
You know, I feel proud. One Tangia I added had nothing to do with Rocco, but people clung to it. Scatman's World.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Love
yeah.
that one.
I like Scatman.
I added Pedro with the raccoon. It's like-
Okay.
Oh.
yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
one a lot.
Pedro.
I added the I like the way she
Oh,
Whopper.
yeah.
And that
Old school.
I was happy to hear that always. So I think that too.
Mhm.
Anything that Rocco enjoyed, I would get a kick out of. So anytime Juicy J's slob on my knob
Yeah.
hit, and Rocco, he always dances the
Always.
same fucking way, and he's done it for 20 years, however
Yeah.
old that song is. When that would hit, or when the alien would come on,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he would go,
Lil Mayo.
he would say,
Oh, I like that one.
I like that one. I like this one.
Ironically, when I got sick, people made fake outs for that one.
Oh.
And I never got to add them to
Oh,
Tangia.
no.
So
Oh.
I'm so sorry for that.
So it starts with
would
the alien.
It would start with the like warning flashing lights
I got a
ahead.
birds and
And that's when he knows.
Hobo
And then
Joe.
it would be like,
Hobo Johnson.
Oh.
Oh.
and then
Switch it.
instead of Lil Mayo, it would be a different annoying
Dude,
one.
next year.
Did someone asked me to record a cameo for Rocco, but I don't think it was ever used. I didn't know,
Oh, I
like,
don't
what
know.
ever happened to it. I don't know if he sent it to anyone or not, but I recorded one, but that was it.
Or it was fun because the first cameo that he did for somebody in chat, they sent it to me immediately, and then I put it on Tangia immediately.
Yeah, that was
And
awesome.
it was like, now I have to watch myself on here.
yeah.
So
Huh.
That's
Well, this has been a super duper long episode. We're not done yet. I think we should take a quick break and come back and answer some questions from our Patreon.
okay.
Okay.
Does that sound good? All right,
Sounds
stick
good.
around, everybody, and we'll be back in just a second.